Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to NinjaTrader Live. I'm Tracy Shuchart, senior economist, and here's what happened while we are away. Trump had a cabinet meeting. He started speaking a little bit before 1 o'clock. We saw the markets pull back on his comments on Iran. He said nobody will control Hormuz, but the U.S. will watch over it. He's not comfortable with Russia and China involved in uranium. Iran is starting to give us the things they have to give us. Not sure if we should make a deal if no Abraham Accords. Not satisfied yet with the Iran deal. We'll keep control of Iran's money, and we're not talking about easing sanctions. And Oman will have to behave or we'll blow them up. And so markets didn't like those comments clearly, but we have since been bouncing the minute he stopped speaking. So we'll see how that goes for the rest of this session. We had a 5-year auction today. The award rate was 4.182%, barely above the when issued yield. The yield, however, was the highest for this tenor since January 2025. But despite that, the bid to cover was 2.34%, which was slightly below the 1-year average. Indirects took 74.9%, brought their highest ratio in a year, while dealer takedown was 12.8%, also higher than usual. We do have a 7-year auction tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. We haven't done well in the past 7-year auctions, so we'll see. New York Fed released a blog post out, I guess as you want to call it, earlier, a couple hours ago. They said the K-shaped economy is now linked to a remarkable increase in food insecurity. Large segments of the population are facing high levels of financial strain. According to the post, among this group, lower and middle income households have been hit the hardest by prolonged inflation. A greater share of spending has been allocated to goods that have seen prices soar since the pandemic: housing, food, utilities, causing them to cut back on groceries. So again, K-shaped economy, and the Fed is obviously noting that. So I'm sure that factors somewhat in, even though it's not their mandate, when thinking about what decisions they make or may not to do. The CFTC now wants to get involved in the prediction markets. Essentially, they laid out a proposal that would lay out the guidelines for event contracts. It's the agency's latest move to mark its turf as it battles with states over who gets to regulate the exploding prediction markets. The plan is under review by the Office of Management and Budget, according to the note on the U.S. government website. The CFT spokesperson would not elaborate on its contest, adding the agency will have more to say once that process is complete. And kind of reminiscent of some gamification of stocks. Apparently, a popular X account has made a little-known European chip manufacturer soar as high as 77% today. It's called XFab. They noted that they had started a position in that company, and that has sent the stock much higher. It's been halted about 17 times so far due to elevated volatility. Everybody wants in on the AI, and everybody's willing to chase it, I guess. Bank of America says to prepare for a summer correction after the rally to record highs. No elaboration on that, but okay, we'll see. That is the first bank to say we might have a pullback. Interesting, because we did have Goldman Sachs raise their year-end target to 8,000 earlier this morning from 7,600. And then last but not least, just so you know, after the bell today, there are a couple of important earnings. We have Marvel. That's kind of the highest leverage AI hardware print since NVIDIA on May 20th. That'll be important. CRM That's going to test whether their agent force is actually monetizing the enterprise AI agent thesis or whether it's still pipeline talk. And then also Snow, it's the is that kind of the AI workload read on consumption-based cloud. So there'll be some important earnings still in the AI sector after the bell tonight. And with that, I will send it to Jim for an Edge report.
Thank you, Shai. Well, this morning we covered the E-mini S&P. Let's cover the NASDAQ 100 stock index futures. I have a 30-minute chart up on the screen right now, and there's a lot of interesting things going on. Let's start with the initial balance breakout report from Edgeful. I did a 6-month look back using a 30-minute candle close. So just a wick through either the bottom of the initial balance or the top of the initial balance doesn't count. We need to have a 30-minute candle close below or above. These white parallel lines here are highlighting where the initial balance high is, and the top is approximately, give or take a couple ticks, 31.97, and the bottom is approximately 29.889. Now, there's a 88% chance that we're going to have a single break. In other words, a candle closing either below the bottom white line there or closing above that white line on the upside. There's only a 4% chance based on a 6-month look back that we're going to do both, close below and above. And there's even a bigger chance that we don't have any break. It's at 8%. So right now there is no break. We have some wicks that went through there, but we don't have the body of a 30-minute candle close. So right now we're tracking either a 4% or an 8%, an 8% outlook so far. We'll see. Time is, we got a lot of time on our hands as well. We're about 113% of the average 34-day range right now, so decent range day. The other thing I wanted to point out is I added a commodity channel index at the bottom. This is my oscillator of choice for an intraday chart now, and I just changed the settings to a 21 period look back. The default might come in at 14 or something like that, but I changed it to 21, and I'm really looking for divergence. And we saw it earlier today in the S&P, not so much in the NASDAQ, but I do want to point out something that can give you a little bit of a tell. Pre-market, after the London IB closed, I just have this white dotted line here, just matching the highs, right? Price was here at 420 to 430, and then price ended up here on the completion of that 830 candle. So we appreciated, we went up. Now let's kind of match the CCI from there. We were at 200, about, it's a pretty high level, but we went sideways. We didn't go up. We stopped going up. We stopped going up totally sideways, and then we broke down. So it wasn't the classic divergence where one goes up and one goes down, but you could say it was divergence because one went sideways and the other one went up, right? Price went up and the CCI stayed sideways. And as a result, it provided a good tell of what's going to happen. And usually traders will go in the direction of the oscillator as opposed to the candle. And sure enough, we finally the candles got the memo at that 8:30 to 9 o'clock candle. And we sold off pretty big. R2 kind of framed the top of the conversation earlier today. Couldn't get past that. Call resistance and 0 DTE call resistance and the 0 DTE gamma wall. Guess what? 30,000 magic number. We've been printing it a lot this afternoon, even through the IB. Just about every single candle except a couple. A lot of them are a little bit further down. The pivot also. This is another important level. This is a daily pivot study at 29,986. Every single 30-minute candle, so ever since the bell rang, has printed that level. So a lot of times the pivot acts like, well, a pivot. On the downside, should we get that breakout on the downside, we do have S1 kind of just sitting there, waving its hands, look at me, and that is at around 818. Below that, we have that JAX1 level. Now, it lines up really closely with previous session's lows, and that JAX1 is at 750, and then JAX2 is not far behind. It's 700, and then that one-day min's a little bit below that at let's call it 676. We'll round it up. So a lot of congestion, a lot of areas of interest on the downside. Should this thing turn around, I don't have a lot of high hopes, but if it does, our first objective really is going to be previous session's highs, and that is approximately 31.17. So yeah, we made a new all-time high today, but or made a high today, but we broke down pretty decisively below that. Above that is our one we already mentioned, and that one-day max is all the way up here. And let me try to eyeball that for you. That's going to be approximately, well, I don't have to eyeball it. It's 470 and a quarter. So that would be the ultimate target on the upside. But that would require that 4% double break, which I'm not sure is happening. In any event, that is this afternoon's Edge Report. Let's get to the main event, and we are going to do some live trading here on the close with our fabulous group of young traders. We have Salma, Tanja Trades, and the mighty Jack Gleason. How you guys doing?
Hello.
Doing great.
Excellent. Long time no see.
It has been. You guys are looking fabulous.
It's been 5 days.
Has it been that long?
It has. Yeah, for me at least.
Well, no wonder I was like kind of grouchy.
See?
Now I'm in a better mood. All right.
Good.
And then Tanya, you got back from the Grand Canyon. I saw the Instagram photos. It looked amazing.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. I can't wait to go back, honestly.
Yeah, it was fantastic. And Jack just got back from, you were in Puerto Vallarta?
Puerto Vallarta.
Wasn't there
Yeah,
some like high profile murders there like this weekend?
yeah. They weren't me though, so I'm safe. I've been marked
You
safe.
got an alibi or what?
I got a guy down there who took care of me. But yeah, no, I did have a 17-hour travel day due to delays coming out of Texas on Monday, which was absolutely brutal. But I still made it to the competition on 5 hours of sleep and took home the W. So I'm
Woohoo.
happy to be back in the
Nice
saddle.
work.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, it was. Yeah. Selma, while you were gone, what were you up to? Did you do anything exciting?
Arguing with Claude. That's what I was doing.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
just vibe coding all weekend. It
You and
was
Stowe.
rainy in Jersey, so there were no barbecues, no beaches, nothing like that.
Oh man.
So it was a pretty low-key weekend.
Yeah.
What about
Well,
you,
there's
Jim?
me. Oh, I just chilled out. I had one night in the town Saturday night and made it home safely. So
Yeah, good.
yeah. In any event, let's go around the horn and see what everyone's thinking. Jack, you go first.
I got ES, NQ, and gold on right now. I've already hit some targets in both ES and NQ. I've taken two off in the ES, one off in the NASDAQ. Stops are basically slightly above break even in the NASDAQ and still at my original stop there in the ES. That'll move up if we can get up to that new high. If we can't get new highs and fill back below these lows, I think probably the rest of the day is just going to be more of a consolidation. I might move the focus on the Dow because that's been a little stronger for some of the things that I'm looking at. And I definitely want to see gold here. Otherwise, I think gold's going to fall down into a consolidation as well. So if gold takes out that most recent swing low, I'll be cutting it. Just basically going to be managing these positions until I get some exits and then look for new entries. But pretty interesting day. Nothing too crazy from the volatility side. I do think we've had some great two-sided action, which for me is always a favorite because I can't get burned favoring one side or the other. I can trade both sides of the market, which is what I like to do for the most part on an intraday basis, unless we're really trending hard. But that's what I got on.
Got it. I got to say, last couple of weeks, gold has been very, very kind to you.
Yeah, just keep my eye on that ball. Both sides of the market, whatever's showing me, that's what I'm letting it happen.
Sweet. Love it. Selma, what are you thinking?
Currently long the Russell and long the YM. Of course, YM, once I got long, YM decided to no longer want to do anything after it was strong all morning. But on the Russell, I'm seeing this like wedge formation here. Basically just bought the bottom of the wedge when we came down here. Targeting for my first trim, the top of this wedge. And then if we end up breaking out, then, I've got targets up here at 36. And then stops at this 12 p.m. low. And then for the YM, I really liked it off the hourly. It was looking like the hourly wanted to go higher than this current 2 p.m. candle opened up. We sold off, but currently getting bought back up. So I'm still in this as long as, we don't take out this 11 a.m. low. And for that, I'm targeting new highs, honestly. I think if the overall market's gonna push, YM should be the one to send us higher. And then I don't know if you saw, Jim, while you were speaking, Meta news just came out. Meta just pushed about $10 off the lows here. And I'm surprised that the overall market hasn't been moving in sympathy of that. That's, I don't get that.
Well, maybe it'll catch up. I like the trades. I love the fact that you're trading stock index futures other than the ES and the NQ. That's certainly refreshing. You just kind of look through kind of a scanner system to figure out which one's the one to go.
No, I've just got all the charts up at once, and then
Okay.
just depending on what I see, I'll take. Don't really discriminate, except obviously against the NQ. But that's it
Love
for
it.
me. Yeah.
An equal opportunity trader. I love that. Tanya, what do you
Thanks, Jim.
think?
Yeah, I'm seeing that today. Kind of interesting. The ES started off a little stronger than the Nasdaq. It made a new high of session at like 10:10. Just from and the Nasdaq couldn't make another high there, and then we dropped off into a 4-hour point of interest that I had. And but recently, at like 105 or so, ES made a new low of the session, and Nasdaq didn't. So it's starting to perk up a bit and like probably staircase up. So I think that's sort of interesting. But all in all, it's pretty much. I'm pretty much thinking that we're probably going to consolidate or slowly grind up for the rest of the session. I currently don't have a position on. It's also like not much news yet for the rest of the day, so just chilling
Yeah.
mostly. I'll see if any momentum comes through.
Awesome. Well, before I cut out of here, I want to remind everybody, big event at 4 o'clock. Right after the bell, we're going to keep rolling after you guys are done trading the close. We do have our next Develop Your Edge special show. It's the second one with Chris Trading Boxes. Christian's going to be with us, and he's going to go over how to build and execute a trade plan. Now, you see bits and pieces of it when he's on a regular basis, but now we're going to have a whole hour together, and it's going to be interactive. So come with your questions. If you want to make some observations, pop them in the chat. I'll get them to Chris, and we'll spend the whole time together. It's going to be fantastic. The first session we did with XYZ was great. This one's going to be great. So really looking forward to that at 4 o'clock. So do not leave. Hang tight for another hour.
I'll be there.
All right. I love it.
Woo.
All right, you guys. I'm going to dip in the chat now. Best of luck on any trades you may or may not make.
Thank
Take
you.
care, Jim.
The gang's back together.
Hey,
I know. What's up?
What's up? Did you guys miss me?
Yeah,
I did.
tomorrow, me and you are on for Trade the Open. That's a
Yeah.
weird time. I mean, like
I
a weird
know.
day.
Yeah, Thursday. How
Yeah.
interesting. Thirsty Thursday.
Hey, yo. Pause. What are we talking about here? I did Monday with Jack last week. That was fun.
How'd that go?
Good. It was
That's
good.
It was great. It was a morning trade. They put us on those. I guess I was wondering why I was on a Monday.
It's because Tanya was in Arizona doing.
Yeah, I was like, I am not this special. Something must be going on for them to put me in here. I don't normally get to work with Salma.
You're setting the tone of the week on Mondays.
I think we did a pretty good job.
That's good.
Yeah, it was fun. It was solid.
There's some
Awesome.
some good trades. I think I had a good day. I actually don't really remember, but
I don't remember that. I can't even tell you what I did
I
yesterday.
always remember I always forget the next day what happened the day before, honestly.
Yeah,
That's just
you
like I'm
and
at
me
peace
both.
with whatever happened. Ooh, we're going up. Jack, your longs.
yeah, I just hit all my ES targets. Got one NQ left, and I just got long YM. So I'm gonna join you, Salma.
Please pump this up, Jack.
I don't know. I mean, 50,817 is going to be the level I want to see us get through. If we can push into high, then so be it. There we go. I'm out of the NASDAQ, but just placed a new order. I'm running kind of a little bit of a system I got going on that I started testing at the competition where it's starting to get pretty automated for me. So I'm having some fun with that.
This is where we're struggling on YM. This 741 level, we have not gotten a 15-minute close above. Every single time we've come up here, we've rejected. I don't like that. We're also rejecting right now. I need this to just freaking finally push through.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of near where the top of the resistance has been in both the NQ and ES. I don't know if this ends up being a lower high right here. That's something I'm going to be watching out for if we really just fail from these highs. But hopefully we can push back up towards these morning highs and get a little bit of a squeeze through that 1 o'clock high in the NASDAQ and the ES at 1 o'clock / 1250.
I like that. We have 10 minutes until this 30-minute candle closes. I would love to see a candle close above 33 on ES. 33 would be good in the next 10 minutes.
Got no patience, huh? Has to be 10 minutes.
Well, I mean, I
That is
don't want to
bad.
see the 30-minute candle close below the 90 EMA. That's why.
Gotcha.
We've basically been below the 90 EMA since the open. If
Yeah.
we, in the next 10 minutes, if we can close above, that'll obviously be the first candle close above, which can give us a change in trend. So that will be nice. And you got Meta still going here, by the way, still pushing. It's a nice pop.
Gold just broke out of the 10 o'clock high. And if we can take that open, I mean, we're having a range expansion to be upside here in the last 5 minutes. My targets are going to be up at 4,500. That's probably going to be my biggest trade of the day. Started to set myself some daily trigger profit targets. So if I hit that here, I don't know, I'm pretty far away from it, but might just get. Do you guys ever do that, like a liquidation at profit target? Like auto liquidation? You guys ever set that before? Like
No, I don't think I can
What do
do
you mean by
that.
auto liquidation?
Is it like if you hit $1,000 on a day, you're like stopped out?
Yeah, you're just it'll
They take
automatically
away,
sell your
Yeah, like
position.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like to do it specifically on days where I know I have something to do later in the day because I mean, how many times like I'll have a couple good trades, like I've made enough money, but I will still sit at my desk and trade for literally no reason that I enjoy trading, even though I'm putting off everything else I need to do in my life for that day, which is what I got going. I'm leaving for Canada tomorrow, so I'm gone again all next week, and then so I had to unpack from Mexico and then basically turn around and pack up a whole different set of clothes here in a short period of time.
Is that why me and Tanya are on for Trade the Open tomorrow? Because you're not here. Usually you trade Thursdays.
I am. I don't know why they didn't put me on for the Open because I'm on actually right after you. So I'm leaving in the evening, but like I just need to be completely dialed. I had sent, all my out of town messages or whatever. So just definitely some different schedules next week, especially I'm sure because I'm going to be completely checked. I don't even know if I'm going to have any internet.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm going to be in the great north, very north.
Where?
I mean Canada.
Okay.
But I've never been to Canada. I feel like Tanya, you definitely have because you're so close. But
yeah,
Salma
been to Canada a few times. Where are you going?
So it's called the Boundary Waters. I'm staying at just like a fishing lodge. It's pretty remote. I've never been there, so I think it's just slightly over the Minnesota border.
Oh, okay, cool. I've been to, I went to Detroit one time. I went just across the border. I forgot it was like a college town. It was a small town in Canada. Forgot what it was called.
See Niagara Falls.
Yeah, I've been on that. That's like close to Toronto. It's close to New York. I've been to Niagara Falls twice. I actually zip lined along it, and that's pretty fun. But yeah, Niagara Falls is like a little kitschy nowadays. Kind of like, they've it's almost
Looks
like a
like
little amusement park at some points.
Yeah, like Dave and Buster's at Niagara Falls.
Yeah. I mean, I love Dave and Buster's though. I definitely, as a kid, always went to birthday parties there.
Fair. I'm a fan as well. Give me those tickets.
What was it called? Oh yeah, I went to Windsor in Canada by Detroit, and that's like by Michigan. a little while ago, and like years ago in 2018, and it was the day before my birthday, I think. Yeah. And so it was April, and then I got caught in a blizzard there. Me and my friend just had to stay at this like restaurant we were at for a little bit because it was literally snowing so heavy there in April.
Yeah, but I don't know about you guys, but we had almost no snow this winter in Chicago.
Oh, must be nice.
Believe me, we never
Must
got
be
plenty
nice.
snow.
Wait, are you guys telling me you got snowed in?
Bro, we got
Yes.
hammered with shit weather this winter. It was just
Oh my
nonstop.
gosh. It was terrible. It was
I don't think
crazy.
we had more than 3 inches like one time. It just doesn't snow in Chicago. I mean, it's cold, but it doesn't snow here
It was
anymore.
really windy there, right? The windy
Yeah.
city.
Well, so been over this. So the Windy City actually comes from the politicians being full of you know what. It's
Really?
yeah, that's where that term comes from. Little known fact, but it can be windy, of course. But
Wait, so politician just made that up? That
people use it as a term to describe the nonsense of Chicago
Oh,
politics, the corruption.
So
like,
Jack knows
full of
that.
wind.
he knows that, but not what the skyline looks like.
I was waiting. Yep. I was waiting for that.
Yo, I didn't look at the coin. Give me a break. Honestly, when I was holding it up to the camera and I'm watching the YouTube playback, I'm like, oh wait, that's not Miami.
That's hilarious.
You got a good view of Miami from the Ferris wheel, so like I would hope that you know what the skyline in Miami looks like now.
Well, that's the only way. In fact, I did know that I was not looking at Miami was the Ferris wheel ride that Tanja took me on. I felt like Tanja was like, "We're gonna go on the Ferris wheel." I'm like, "Okay, mom." I didn't want to go.
Just rounding everybody up.
Tanja's like, "You're going."
It was too late. We paid for the tickets already.
Wait, how much were the tickets?
I don't know. I didn't pay for them.
I think
Joey paid for it.
Joey's a big
Shout out
spender.
Joey.
Yeah, Joey, thank you.
Oh, that's nice of
I
him.
think it was $25 each. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Joey
It's
spent bread on you guys.
Yeah.
Yo, they're like 70 in Chicago, so I thought
Wow,
that was,
really?
I mean, standard.
It was a nice Ferris wheel too. It's AC in the middle and the inside.
Oh, yeah.
You guys had AC in the Ferris wheel?
Yeah.
That's
known.
actually lit. That's lit. That's pretty cool.
So wait, did you guys compete last week in the competition, or you got
Nah, next week.
No, next week. They got all the girls. Are both you and Tanja? You're doing next
Yeah,
week.
Q3, me and Salma and T and Sarah and a few others. Farm.
Okay.
And who
Wait,
they got
how
the
are
big
there
dogs
so many people
competing.
though?
Who's streaming the afternoon with you, Salma?
I don't know. Let me see.
They're really
It's-
rolling.
But sometimes this changes. Like it's not always 100% accurate. Let me see. So I'm on in the morning, 11 to 12 with T Trades, Merritt, and Nick does futures. And then I'm on with you, Tanja, in the afternoon, 2 to 4. Me, you, Merritt, and Nick does futures. I don't think
Wait,
Sarah
I'm sorry.
and
Is
Farm
Nick-
are
Oh
on.
wait, really?
Has
I'm
Nick
there in the
changed his
afternoon.
name? Is Nick does futures? Has he changed his name, or is that a different person?
No,
No, that's not Nick. That's not our
It's actually
Nick.
my
No,
buddy
no.
Nick. He's from South Carolina. You guys could talk about golf, Salma.
Oh, nice. All right, cool.
It's a good golfer. But yeah, he's cool. He's my age. He's from South Carolina. He's a good trader. I've known him for a few years actually. And he's a good guy. He's got just totally
Nice.
Southern.
I was like, Nick does futures. Who's this? We got a new crew coming in. Hopefully, I want to see somebody kick some butts. I honestly was competing yesterday. Like I thought the prize was yesterday. I didn't realize it was like the final.
No,
For,
so
like-
it's like, yeah, so they split it up so everybody does like a qualifier and then we all end up, I think we all will compete on the final day and we'll be streaming that same day as well.
I wish I had known that.
Yeah. Because you missed the last Arena Cup, right? Like you came on.
Yeah, I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Or like, I mean, I was not part of the NinjaTrader stream yet, but now I am.
Oh, nice.
Yay.
Oh,
Because we had March Madness. We also had between you, me, Salma. I mean, between me, Salma, and Lumi, we had one, and now it's the big one. Oh yeah, Salma won the last huge one.
That was the Arena Cup.
Are you gonna make it a two-peat?
I don't know, man. These market conditions are just not
Salma's gonna go
ideal.
2-0, like the Knicks
Can
Salma,
you
go
imagine?
4-0.
dude, if you go 2-0, that's pretty impressive. We
Okay,
will
this is
officially we'll establish who the best Ninja Trader at NinjaTrader is. You
this is
go
what I
2.
have to do. I have to not pull up the YouTube chat that whole entire day. I can't read the chat. I'll just have to lock in on my trading.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's a good strategy right there.
Yeah, I
I,
think chat on, on competition days are not very nice. So,
I tell you what, I felt the same. I was definitely not. I was not looking at the chat as much the other day. Also, I was so tired just because I had like gotten no sleep and was basically in an airport all day. I couldn't
yeah.
handle the heat of the chat.
Okay, ES closed. I'm sorry, I just wanted to say real quick because we just got the 30-minute candle close. We closed above the 9 EMA, London lows, Asia lows, and the midnight open on ES.
Yep.
So to me, I don't see how we don't continue pumping higher, take out Asia highs at, 49 and then potentially previous day high at 55. That would be amazing. Now, the only thing that's really annoying me is the fact that YM is not really participating in this move up.
Yeah, I
YM
agree.
still sideways, is just not doing anything unless we can
Um,
break above this 41 level. Break above this 41 level, we
Yeah,
can.
that's a barcode you can scan. YM.
Bro, when I
yeah,
used to have my candles as black and white, it literally looked like piano keys.
I just
Straight.
moved my YM target down to 50,817 instead of a new swing high. I mean, I like the positioning here, but I'm not sure we're going to get a bigger continuation. I'm not sure what the component is right now that's dragging the Dow down and just not letting it go. But I'm still confident it's going higher. I just don't think we're going to get that push we're getting in the other indexes now.
I'll tell you right now, because I actually was just speaking about this earlier. I I told you guys I was vibe coding all weekend. And so I made a trading dashboard where it basically shows you a heat map of the top 20 stocks in each of the index.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
it basically will tell you, like, what's doing the best, what's doing the worst. And that way I can know where the dispersion is happening. Um,
Nice.
yeah, in these like market conditions, there's been a lot of dispersion. Like yesterday, YM was dumping while all the other indexes were pumping off the open, and then eventually we turned around, made new low a day on the ES, NQ, and the Russell. We just basically followed YM, and this morning YM was the one to push off the open while everything else was dumping. So like there is dispersion, and it's very much there, and it would always bother me. Like I always wanted to know what was keeping us afloat on so and so index and what was, holding us back.
I know, right? Yeah, the divergences have been a lot lately with ES and NASDAQ. I think earlier
So
today,
annoying.
ES was strongest, and then NASDAQ's now stronger. Um, Actually, ES is still stronger now. I think we took out that high first. So have you used it today yet?
I was showing it on, like, when I was doing my solo stream, I was showing it on just to like showcase it, but I honestly haven't really been at my desk after that stream just because today's my holiday, so like I've just been
Oh yeah.
spending it with my family. So
Oh yeah,
no, not
happy Eid.
really. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Tanya. But yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll like actually be in front of my desk and, keep an eye on it.
It's
But
cool.
still in the works.
Are you anticipating like um reading that and then also flows together at the same time?
Yeah, so I
Really?
mean I'll always watch flow, and then this is something I built for myself. Just again, I just the whole dispersion thing made me go crazy. Like I want to know what's happening in the market, right? So it's cool. It breaks down like the indexes, and then it breaks down the sector rotation, market breadth, like relative strength. It's very, very intricate. And
Sheesh.
it took me all weekend arguing with Claude, going back and forth to get it to actually do what I wanted.
Are you building that tool inside of Ninja or inside of another platform?
No,
And
it's
you
just like it's local. It's run local.
oh, it's local.
Yeah. It's just you know how like Claude can make you a dashboard?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just something local. I even actually had to pay for real-time data so I can get like up-to-date stock prices.
So you tied real time like stock data into the Claude dashboard with what
Yeah.
API?
With API called FMP, Financial Modeling Prep. Literally
Okay.
like Claude was like the one to be like,
I was
"Oh,
gonna say, is that
check
something that
this."
just specifically plugs into Claude?
No, so it was yeah. It like Claude was like, "Oh, send me the API key." I sent it the API key. It built me what I wanted and then that's it, really. I paid for the year for it. I don't know why, but it was just cheaper, so I
Look
got it
at
for a
you.
whole year.
It got
How
you
much
with the
was
data.
it?
I paid 200 just for like the real-time data, but everything else like is free. If you're okay with delayed data, you could just do it for free. But if you wanted obviously real time, then yeah.
Okay.
It's dope though.
Nice. All
Yeah.
right. Let's see. Oil, man. I don't know if you guys looked at that today, but that thing's really coming down hard, down 5%, biggest mover on my screen. Nothing really up big today, but oil's been getting crushed.
Thank you guys in the chat for those wishing me a happy Eid. Appreciate that.
Oh.
Happy Eid to you guys too if you celebrate.
Happy.
Thanks, Jack.
Are you fasting?
No, I fasted yesterday though. That
Oh,
was a very long day, guys. Extremely long day. I didn't break fast till like 8:20 something.
I bet.
So not the most fun. But we got through it. Meta's still going here. It's at 631 a share from 609. That is
Wow.
insane.
What was the news? I'm
Dude,
sorry, I don't.
they're rolling out paid subscriptions.
Wow.
Like how
I
is
mean,
that?
wait, paid subscriptions what? Because I am already on a paid Meta subscription with my verified check mark because I still get, I don't know if you guys probably have these problems, the scam accounts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like basically if you have a verified, like the verified paycheck, when they rolled that out to people with bigger followings initially, like I would, before I would literally get one a day, just DMing everybody who followed me, like and stealing literally tens of thousands of dollars, which was a huge problem. But what new subscription are they coming up with?
Yeah, I don't know. They just basically said Meta to sell AI chatbot subscriptions in bid to offset
Oh,
spending.
okay. So
Yeah.
they're selling access to their AI like Claude would.
I mean, but who's really using like okay, I don't want to speak for anybody else, but like who's really using Meta AI? Like I never did.
I mean, I think it's just because people don't think about, but maybe let's say, like, I wonder if it would have worked like this. Let's say I buy the Meta AI and I ask Meta AI, hey, Meta AI, based on this photo, write me a caption, and then it boosts your
Mm-hmm.
audience. I'd pay for that.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
fair.
I mean, I don't know if that's how it's going to work, but we'll see. It's clearly, also just, looking at the stock, I mean, it's been due for a breakout here. Just really, I'm gonna keep an eye on that now. See if we can retrace 50% of that move. All right, YM, do something.
Bro, it's just the
Coming into
741 level just needs to stop.
some of my limits here. My ES just missed. It's 37.5 off screen. 30.15 quarter in the NQ.
By the way, someone was saying they use Tasty Trades API for free for all the trading servers that they run. You can do that. I know Claude presented that as an option for me, but I don't have Tasty Trades and I wasn't about to really open up an account. But I guess I can just for just to get the API.
My grandma is a meta AI developer.
What?
That's what somebody said in the chat. It's hilarious.
Amazing.
Grandma must be a smart cookie. My grandma's good. It's okay, guys. You can laugh. Let's see here.
But chat, what's up with the chat? I feel like chat is quiet today. What's up, guys?
We held some pretty aggressive bids there.
They're shy.
They're shy. George, that's not nice, George.
Okay, JP Morgan. I'm getting information from my personal Discord that JP Morgan is the culprit that is holding the YM down.
Oh, yeah. I meant to tell you guys that when I was explaining my dash. JP Morgan is down negative 2.7 on the day. And then also ZOM, negative 1%.
Well, Jamie, pick it up.
Wait, I'm sorry. I was looking at the S&P. The other one that's keeping the Dow down is TRV. It's down negative 1.1%. And then CVX is down negative 1%. Such bums, bro. Send you a picture in the chat, in the Zoom chat, if you want to see it. That's how it looks. Also, let me see this message.
I just got a breakdown on that. See if I can pull this up.
Oh, nice, Tanya. You get to what's it called? You get to trade next week with Farm and Sarah. That'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be my first time.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Them too. Be sick.
All right, this is what I was sent by my. I gotta realize this thing is so big.
And T. My guy T trades. I guess my biggest flex is I know what he looks like.
That's your biggest flex?
What does he look like?
It's a secret. Nobody knows except for a few select people.
Nobody knows. It's provocative.
The people going. Let's see.
It looks like a giant T. Yes. Yes, string bean trader, exactly.
All right, so this is what I got right here. That shows that my co-moderator Perry just sent me over, and it's all of the.
Oh, let me full size your screen. Okay, go.
So it's all of the symbols, the Dow points that reflect. So the net change, which is, he custom coded this. Perry Wilkie's his name, but the percentage change on the Dow, the volume. I mean, it's really everything you need. I don't know what yours includes, but basically the symbol, the price of the stock, the effect on the Dow. So you see,
is that real time updating, or how does that work?
This is a screenshot he sent me, so it's not real time. I mean, I don't have this local, but he's pulling data and doing it locally, and he sent me a screenshot. So this is not real time, but this is as of 10 minutes ago when he sent it to me.
Dude, you guys can literally run this through Claude. Give it this exact thing because you already have it made, and it can just spit it out on a dash that you guys both would have access to. And it could just literally do the same thing.
Does this look like what you built?
I just sent it in the chat if you want to check what my screenshot.
I got so many chats.
Here we go, Jack. So many chats.
So many chats. All right. Should we do? You want to show yours and I'll show mine? We'll pull yours up on screen.
I don't know if I can because I shared.
Yeah, you can.
No, because when I shared my
screen.
Oh, I can do that. Yeah, right. I can do that.
That's all that. Sorry. This is just pulled up as a.
I was overthinking it because I'm like, when I shared my screen. I did window. Okay, anyway, here guys, this is how mine looks like for those
looking.
anybody interested. What won't let me post it? What the heck? Hold on.
That looks like a spreadsheet. Yes, it is a spreadsheet. That's why it looks like one.
1 second.
Good observation.
Why won't it let me paste it? It's way too large. Brother.
Oh, all right, show off.
No, I don't even know what that means though.
Oh, dude, you know what? I can pull yours up. What am I talking about? Here it is on my screen. This is
Oh, do it. Yeah, do that. Let me see.
here. Now it's full screen on my screen. So this is percentage change. So
Oh, they
explain
need
this.
to pull up your screen. Hold on. Production
Okay.
showing my screen, unfortunately.
I'm getting excited.
All right, there you go. That's the dash.
Okay, so I see like two different percentage change numbers. Which one of them, like what's representing what here?
So it goes ticker and then percentage of the weight in white. That's how much it weighs in the Dow.
Okay,
That specific, stock. And then the one in green or red is how much it's changed on the day.
cool. So
And I just
basically,
sent you a full screenshot of the entire dash if you want to pull that up too.
all right, let me see if I can do that.
That's like all the indices. But yeah, I thought it was neat. Like it's exactly everything that I would want to see, on a regular basis. Took me a very long time of back and forth with Claude, but it worked.
I gotta figure out how to. Oh, there it is. Here we go.
Yeah, there you go. That's one page so I've got like different it's like different tabs you can go through. But yeah, that's just basically how my heat map looks like.
And you're pulling the top 20 by weight.
By
on
weight,
each
correct.
one of these. Cool. You know what? That's funny. That's so funny. I've never actually like paid attention to what the highest weighted of the Russell is.
Dude, me neither.
I mean, none of them have that much impact.
The Russell, according to Claude, is the one that always has like the most iffiness, like it's always changing. And so I have to remind myself every, 2 weeks or every end of the month that I tell Claude to update the holdings. Because Russell is just, always changing. It's the one that changes the most.
Gotcha. Cool.
But yeah, yep. That's kind of how it looks.
Now let's get this YM higher. Starting to pump.
Let's go. Finally, we cleared that 41 level.
Dude, I literally just missed my limits by ticks. My ES limit was missed by a tick.
Why you're trying to go long?
No, I had a limit at 37.50. We traded 37.75s, and I mean my NQ. I mean it's off screen, so just because I only have so much screen space, I missed my NQ limit by 7 points, which is not really a lot to complain about. But a one tick miss on an ES feels a little upsetting.
Yeah, that sucks.
Can't get all.
That sucks. Well, let me see what the chat's been saying. Hi, man, dude. How are you? See, someone goes, hair looking nice today. Thanks. I hope my hair looks good every time, guys.
My hair does not look good right now.
I always assume when a guy has a hat on, it means he's got a bad hair day.
It means he's bald.
No,
bald.
It just means he's having a bad hair day.
I woke up and chose laundry instead of getting myself ready.
I hate laundry.
Yeah,
I hate doing laundry.
It's not the best.
No, I gotta like I really have to muster up all my energy to get that done. But yeah, it's not fun.
Just
anyway,
take some pre-workout.
Bro, I literally need to like give myself a pep talk. Like, all right, we're gonna do this.
It's time.
I swear I would pay for someone to like just do my laundry. I mean, I can always do dry cleaning, but
yeah.
Nah.
I mean, probably
I think there's people.
I bet Tanya's building does her laundry.
I think there's people that where you could just go drop off your laundry bag and then you come back and it's all folded and stuff. That would be awesome.
They got that in Mexico and it is so cheap.
Yeah,
I used to live in Mexico and I would just like literally just dump my suitcase and then come back 5 hours, like $11 folded in a bag, airtight. I'm like, this is amazing. I feel
Yeah,
like
that
in
would be great.
America, they'd be like, that'll be $200. And you're like, oh, maybe I should have just done it.
I should have just done it myself. Big Elam, thank you. Thanks. It really took me a lot of back and forth. So Jack, if you were to create your own dash, I really think it can be a little bit more simple for you because you kind of have everything already done, but it would just obviously give it to you in real time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll work on that next. I have some ongoing projects that continue to be ongoing. And
I have some ongoing projects for the foreseeable future.
and when those ongoing projects are finished, I will pick up another ongoing project.
Hilarious.
Yeah, so Perry's telling me the Dow is the only, for those of you guys who don't know, but the Dow is the only major index that is price weighted. So for every dollar one of the stocks is up or down, it moves the Dow by 6.156736. There's a bunch of numbers.
Wait, what? You gotta write that down in the chat.
Okay, so here I'll say that again because it's kind of confusing. The Dow is the only major index that is price weighted. So for every dollar one of the stocks is up or down, it moves the Dow by basically 6.16 points per dollar. So
0.616.
So if Caterpillar is up $10, it's going to move the Dow basically 60 points. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like that's a little bit though.
What's a little bit?
Like 60 points is nothing for a $10 move.
No, for sure. But like that's why. So like Caterpillar I think is the most expensive stock in the Dow right now. I could be wrong, but like Coke. Like I don't know what's Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola.
Actually, I'll tell you. Okay,
tell me.
Hold on, I gotta just quickly scan. It's GS being the most at 10.3%.
Okay.
Then it's CAT at 9.2%.
And
then it's Microsoft at 5%. And then, then it's just like anything else. AMD.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like Coca-Cola is like it's an $80 stock. But if Coca-Cola goes up 4%, it doesn't move the Dow as much as say Caterpillar going up 2%. Because it's price weighted. And it's the only index that is.
So nice little fun fact.
Yeah, we're all learning here.
I love to learn.
Big learner. Dude, this gold is kind of getting lame.
Dad. I think she's not here right now. I think you got the wrong person.
Yeah.
They deleted their message, I think.
I was going to say, bye-bye. Tanja, you've been renamed.
No idea. They retracted the statement.
Someone goes, Lumi with hearts. Like, Lumi's not here right now. Sorry.
I know I don't look like Lumi.
You might be like her, like her brother. I could see that.
Okay. I thought it was your brother. I thought it was your brother. I'm Pax's son. I'm your brother. I'm her brother. This is just one big family.
He's like my older brother for sure.
I can see that too. Guys, I really need the Russell to do something here.
What are you doing with your YM? What are you doing with your YM?
I'm still holding it, but I don't like the fact that the Russell's rejecting here.
The Russell's dead as a doornail. I wouldn't even.
Do you see? Look at the 15-minute. Do you see this wedge that's forming?
I'm literally looking at the 15-minute. I wouldn't. I'm gonna set an alert at 29:08, and if it trades 29:08, I'll trade it. But that's probably not gonna happen until overnight at best.
Bro. I'm dead.
Jack is like pretty similar to my brother. Wait, yeah, my brother. Okay, I went to Arizona and I rented a Jeep Wrangler, and it was a red one. My brother goes like, "You copied my car," because he does own a red Jeep Wrangler, but I can't get anything when I was growing up. Couldn't get the same ice cream flavor as him.
Oh my gosh. Sounds like a sibling relationship.
Yeah, I can't believe. I'm like, damn, you're 30 now. Why are you still doing this? You need a Jeep on those off-roading. I went off-roading. I actually just posted on like X and like Instagram and YouTube a little skit about it. And yeah, it looked really sketchy, honestly. The road. It was called Double Staircase.
Okay, that
And
sounds not safe.
anything devil, dead man, anything named like that, you're in for a crazy ride.
Love a good off-road.
Mr. Monopoly, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand that comment.
The NVIDIA bring down the NQ? Yes. I think
Of
you just say, but
course.
it's a different price weight. So I believe the NASDAQ is, I believe, market cap weighted. And obviously NVIDIA has the largest market cap versus the Dow is not market cap related. So the price of the stock does not necessarily have anything to do with the market cap, because you can have a stock that's $100 with $1 billion market cap, and you can have a stock that's $50 with a $50 billion market cap. So if you don't understand that, you're probably going to have to just do some Googling, because I can't explain it any better than that.
You asked me what am I doing with my YM?
Yeah, what are you doing with it?
I might actually do a trim at like $7.99. This has been a painful trade.
How long have you been in it?
A very long time. A very, very long time.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm all out at 50,817. It's not on my screen. That's why I'm mentioning that. So you're not like, you didn't tell me, you got out. But I'll take a new trade setup potentially, depending on if it like can get a pullback from that level. But that is the middle of the prior days range.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
So that's that in the middle of prior days range. I mean, maybe we break out into highs, who knows? But I'd rather exit fully and then re-enter a new position if we're going to get that continuation, because I don't think we're going to get like a moonshot here.
Wait. So real quick, Jack, I don't know if you've answered this before, but when you're talking about the halfway back, are you just looking at New York sesh, or are you looking at the whole 23
24-hour
hours?
session.
Okay.
24-hour
Okay.
session. So the entire prior days range from the 6
I got
o'clock.
All right, good to know. Maybe that's something I can have Claude do, is freaking calculate the halfway back of all the moves on the indices from the day prior. Then I just have it on my chart. See, you can do a lot. I swear vibe coding is turning to become.
How much did you have to yell at Claude?
A lot of arguing back and forth. A lot of, you're not listening to me, and it saying, I'm so sorry. It's a lot.
Did it tell you to give it feedback? Did you like to thumbs down a response and give it feedback?
Bro, I just like yell in all caps, and then it apologizes.
Apparently now, so I think the other week I was telling you like, oh yeah, telling it thank you was like made it worse. I don't, because like they constantly put out new updates that apparently now, yeah, if you tell it it's doing a bad job and that the stakes are high and it's gonna lose its job, it does basically what humans do, which is just like stress out and cut corners, and then like it does a worse job. Just
Yeah,
wanted
no,
to
Honestly,
thank you.
listen, the second like Claude messes up in your chat, like it'll be great for whatever, like weeks on end, right? If you're still in the same chat, once it messes up, forget about it. It is almost like damn near impossible to get it to
Yeah.
back to how it was
You
yesterday,
gotta start a new
like
chat. It starts running around in
they
circles.
say that I think you're supposed to do as many instructions at once as possible instead of stacking them. So
Yeah.
like, but of course, sometimes you think of something new and then you add it to it, and then it just kind of recodes it. But like, it's a good to keep your own record of all of the things you asked, and then like,
Yeah.
if you can just re-input those records, you'll get a different result than stacking the questions one on top of another.
Yeah, because basically what it does is it reads the entire chat, like history all over again, all at once. And if you keep telling it to do that, then it uses more tokens, and then it also will start running around in circles more. So it's better to just like say what you need at the beginning.
Bro, do you know how many times I'd run out and it would be like, you used up all your usage. Come back in 40 minutes. And I'm like,
You gotta go
damn.
back. You gotta go back to the Dave and Buster's machine, put in more dollars, and get your tokens. Go play the game.
Guys, Chuck E. Cheese walked so Dave and Buster's can run.
True.
I love
Nasdaq
Chuck E.
is-
Cheese.
I've only been
I'm-
to Chuck E. Cheese like one time.
Bro, Chuck E. Cheese pizza, till this day, I still think about it.
It's terrible
Is it-
pizza. I
And
don't know
I'm
what
from
you're
Jersey.
talking
I'm
about.
from Jersey.
What? I don't know. What you're
Do you order takeout Chuck E. Cheese? Do you just like
She
and-
Uber Eats
No,
cheese.
no, but I
Can I
still
get
think
some
about
Chuck?
it.
I would like cheese, please. Sorry, we actually don't do delivery or takeout. This is for children. Yeah, do they have them anymore? Are they around?
Yeah, definitely.
Chuck E. Cheese?
But
Yeah,
they
for
like
sure.
made a new mascot. It's so ugly. It's like a different mouse. Have you seen it?
No, haven't seen it.
They've like rebranded a while
But
ago.
they gave him a nose job. I bet they gave him a nose job. Made him look like
It has
Kylie
like bigger ears or whatever.
Jenner.
Like a lighter gray, bigger ear. I don't know.
They always got to marketing's got to justify their budget.
Budget.
We need a new Chuck E.
They-
Cheese. I'll tell you what, they can redesign Ronald McDonald because that dude is scary. Okay, I don't know whoever thought making a clown the mascot. I don't know how they got away with that for so
Don't
long.
fix what's not broken. Oh, you have nightmares of the Ronald McDonald clown.
You know what? I don't want to talk about it.
I'm dead.
I've had nightmares of the Geico gecko before. I don't like
How about Jake from
reptiles.
State Farm?
I don't think he's popped up.
Yeah.
Jake from State Farm. No, but
Who are you talking to?
I find it funny that everyone was like rebelling against the minimalist style rebranding recently of all the brands. Like, Pepsi made a more minimalist logo and a bunch of other brands. And then what was it? Cracker Barrel also.
Oh, they got a lot of backlash for that.
And
Well, how
then
about the
recently you see
Ferrari
the new
thing?
Spotify app. It's a disco ball, and everyone's
Yeah.
pissed off about that too. And it's like, wait, isn't that the opposite? Like, it's more detailed, it's whimsical, and you're mad about that too?
Dude, I'm honestly not a fan of the disco ball Spotify. I was like, well, anytime they change something on your phone, you're looking for an app. You're like, where is this thing?
That's
And
true.
it's,
But
you know,
I think they're celebrating their anniversary. It's only gonna be like that for like a week or so.
want to talk about a stock that did well. They had their investor meeting, whatever, the other week, and that stock freaking popped on last Thursday. I think it was up like 15% or more. Traded down from 430 to 500 in the same day. Pretty
For
nice.
Spotify?
Yeah. Huge.
Damn.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm sick of Spotify upping their subscription price. Like, I used to pay $5 during college. Now I'm paying
Yep.
13. Every like couple
Yep.
months they up it up, and it's just like BS.
Totally. I'm about to start using Napster again.
SoundCloud.
Just download everything
Yeah.
onto your phone. You don't need anything else.
I like that we're moving higher in the indexes, but I'm also not liking that we're not coming back still into my fills. We just retested that 30,025 MQ and getting another push higher here.
Look at the Russell. It is about to take me out of my. Yep, I'm out of this position. Just got stopped out on the rest of it.
I took it off my screen. I'm sick of looking at it.
It's breaking out of the wedge. to the downside as of right now, unless somehow in the next 15 minutes it, wicks and reverses back up. But I'm out of my long on the Russell, and I just put stops break even on the YM.
YM is starting to perk up.
It is, but the fact that, the Russell is struggling here while everything else is pushing, just again, I don't love this dispersion. I don't love it at all.
Have you played golf recently?
No, I haven't gone golfing in God knows how long. But give me a driver, dude. I'm nasty with a driver. Give me a
Really?
wedge.
Top
Give me a
golf.
wedge. Don't look. Give me
Oh.
a putter and I'll miss a 3-foot putt. Give me a driver and I'll whack it out of the park. Swear to God.
You need one of those mallets. The chin
Tanja.
putter.
Wait, what? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You ever seen the chin putters?
No.
Those suck. Those are meh. Yeah, those things they hold them all the way up, like the super long ones. I don't like them.
I have a really sick putter. Just too bad I suck at putting. Like I'm a much better, much better at the long game than I am at the short game. But like if you guys both check out like my highlights on Instagram, like my golf highlights, it's always me hitting a driver. It's never me like hitting a wedge or any other iron. It's always just the driver. Just more fun.
Big driver. Big
Driver
driver.
show putt for
That's
dough.
surprising because you can't pump your own gas. Boom.
Nice dad joke.
Got him.
Funny.
All right, Dow. Do something. We might be waiting for the last half an hour.
Cherry, dispersion works, and so does divergence. They both work.
Dive into your dispersion strategy for me. What kind of dispersion are you looking for?
I think I was just saying dispersion earlier, and they were trying to correct me.
This is a big word for me. I kind of don't know what
Yeah.
it means.
Jeff says that's the opposite of what you want. How often in a round do you use a driver? Maybe 14, 15 times max. Dude, if I can whack the driver on my first shot, then I obviously have less to do, right? So that's the whole idea.
She drives the green. Come on, you guys. On a par 4.
Right on the green. No, I honestly, I have not played in so long. I'm probably so rusty. Rusty. Whenever I go to the range, whenever I go to the range, every like 10 hits, I gotta sit down and breathe. Just like it takes so much out of you.
Yo, you need to chill. There's no
What?
way. Going to the driving range gets you out of breath. Try
bro,
being
when you have 150 balls, like you're buying the big bucket, it is a lot, dude. It takes a lot out of you.
You're better off going to the normal range than Top Golf because they charge by time.
Oh, I hate Top Golf. Top Golf is like you don't go there to play real golf. You go there to like just mess around with your friends. It's not for real golf, I don't think.
All right, let's see if we can push lower here in the NQ. Failed that high again. I got a limit here at 30,016.5.
Bro, I don't like this. I'm getting out of the YM here and take the money and run.
You're scared.
I am.
Yeah, I think we could trade back down to 50s here. I mean, it's not far.
It's interesting.
I mean, look at the Russell. Do we think this thing goes off a cliff here?
No. The Russell, when it's like dead in the water, which it is right now, it just has a tendency to literally just like go where you would normally put your stop.
It stops you out and then
it stops you out and then it goes back to where you got in and then you chase it and then you get back in and then it goes back to your stop. I mean, I don't know. I personally wouldn't touch the Russell unless we got to 29.08 and then started in a long setup. I think the Russell's going to roll over here and it actually might be looking like a good short tomorrow. But I'm not going to do anything with it today. It's too slow.
Oh shoot, I forgot I have a straw. Just literally whack myself in the glasses. All right, I definitely think though, Jack, I don't know if you agree, but if we lose 20, we can flush on the Russell. And by lose, I mean I want to see a 15-minute candle close below. That's my line in the sand, 20.
20 what?
Just
29.20.
29.20, yeah.
Here's the thing with the indexes, the other indexes moving higher, I don't want to play a breakout to the downside, just as a general rule of thumb. Like if I think the other indexes starting getting weak, like tomorrow, if like we kind of close weak here in the other indexes, I'd rather play the Russell short. But like because the other indexes, they're drifting higher, they're not very bearish, I'm not going to play a wedge breakout to the downside in the Russell. Because the overall market is like not weak here.
Yeah. I hear you.
What is my calculation for my 3016 half entry? It's kind of just it's. I mean, I don't want to switch my. I don't like switching my time frames, but if you look at a 5-minute chart, the breakout that really kind of started at 215. If you look at the chart, we kind of broke out at 215, and just draw that line on your chart, like, and just look left, and just see that that level's just, it was resistance this morning at 1045. It was resistance again at 1230. It was resistance again at 205. So it's just a level that I think is going to work. A lot of times when we consolidate on highs like we're doing right now, I think it would just come down, check. Like it's like one of those little stop runs into support. That's kind of how I see it. Like we don't have like aggressive sellers here, but we do have enough people probably getting tired of their positions after going sideways for 45 minutes that you actually just go lower first to move higher. I mean, how many times have we all seen that happen? Position moves down, takes your stop out, and reverses your way.
One too many times.
On the daily. All right. All right, I'm kind of like gold needs to hold this 79 level. Otherwise, I'm going to be calling that position off. Move my stop up.
What was the level again?
If gold starts getting below 79, 47, 79, I'm just going to, I mean, I'm long from 65s, but it's starting to lose some steam, and there's really just not a whole lot of volume in that.
Okay.
We'll pick up an Asian session, but can we get some likes? We're at 150. I got scared earlier. I saw there was 666 people watching. I was like, please change. Somebody leave or somebody come.
Oh no, are you superstitious, Jack?
On that one I am. Don't you know what the low was in 2009? Tanja?
What?
666.
No way. Really?
Yeah, in the S&P 500, yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's enough to convince me.
Yeah, that's a true story. True story. I was like, the devil put in the bottom.
Someone in the chat named Nick for a kiss. This
Damn.
Nick army is getting a little out of hand, guys.
I think they're just all his Claude bots. I think he's created a...
You see, I haven't cracked Claude enough in order to get to like Nick's level. I don't know how he does it.
He's definitely putting some work in.
Yeah, for sure.
I just do so much work during the day that I don't want to do anything when the market closes. I'm like, I got to go to the gym, got to do my life.
I know, but the cool thing is you could just do it on your phone, or if you get an idea real quick, you just drop it in.
I'd rather doom scroll for 2 hours and get nothing done.
Shaking my
Rot
head.
brain. The capacity of my brain that trading takes when I'm trading leaves no room for side
Literally.
activities.
Same.
I agree, but
That's why
gotta keep pushing.
I've been trading for so long, and like I've never been like I'm a kind of like a trader influencer, but like I have given two smacks about actually trying to like make content like to the whole. I'm like, I don't care. I just don't care. My brain hurts. I'm just trying to trade. I love it when the NinjaTrader team puts something together for me though. I'm like, ooh, yay! I can edit this in post. I can do that much.
Yeah, definitely. It's if you're in, sometimes I'm in a trade and I can't even have a conversation. I'm just like, wait, I need to focus on this wick right now. Do I get in? Do I get out? Do I, take a partial? Like I need to just put 100% of that energy there.
Dude, I was on stream earlier doing some giveaways, and I was in a trade, was so sidetracked with the giveaways, not paying attention to my trade, that by the time I was done with the giveaways, my freaking trade went from green to red and went completely against me. And I was like, no, this is what I get for not paying attention. I was just like so locked in.
The amount of money I've lost doing things on the side while trading is in the hundreds of thousands.
Damn.
Jeez.
Like literally, like I'm like going to lunch and like, you would have moved the stop and then like you didn't because you're at lunch. And
Yeah.
then you lost 10 grand. You're like, thanks for the $40 lunch, dude. Like I don't know. I'm sure you guys probably people like always want to, let me sit you down and talk trading. I'm like, no. Like
I don't want to talk trading with people who don't know.
I'm not going to go to lunch with you. I don't know you. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you catch me on YouTube.
Hey, string bean, what am I? Chopped liver? What the heck? Salma gets no love.
Here comes the Dow coming in. Needs to stick 50s here.
Yeah, you got the Russell starting to puke.
Down a whole 0.14%.
You're making jokes, Jack.
I'm just saying we're not puking, dude.
I'm just saying on this current candle, thank you very much.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what I mean?
Puke.
Puke.
I don't know. Doesn't look like a puke to me. I like to reserve those terms for massacres. It's like saying I love you too much. At some point, it stops meaning anything. Or not
Does
too
it,
much,
though?
but to too many people. You don't feel it, If every candle's a puke, then what happens when we're really puking? What word do you use? We're throwing up. Here we go. Here's 50s. Not much movement in the other indexes, though.
Yeah, this is very boring.
YM will actually break back above from this 50 level.
I just realized I wasn't even reading the full chat. This whole top chat and live chat thing always throws me off. Do you guys ever look at live chat or top chat?
Depends.
Top filters stuff out, and you can only see
Yeah.
like.
Oh, no way. I've been looking at the top chat this whole time.
Yeah, so like if you refresh your page, it automatically defaults to top instead of live, and so like whenever I want to check the like count or something, it always brings me back to that, and sometimes I forget to change it. So I've been missing the chat this whole time.
I'm not YouTube trained. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, string bean, the more you know. The more you know, guys. Freaking turkeys.
Everyone.
That's the best clip.
Where did that come from? I don't know the origination story.
Stowe just calls people turkeys, and then I just randomly said it one day, and of course I got clipped.
Freaking
But it
turkeys.
is my favorite. That I think I was like mid stretch, and I said that. Can you guys play it again?
You guys ever see a grown man cry on stream?
That's the wrong clip, guys.
I think they're trolling you.
Freaking turkeys.
There you go. Yeah, I sound like I think I was like stretching or something in the middle of like. I like it though.
I heard there's a lot of turkeys in Pennsylvania.
Are there?
Yeah, pretty sure. My uncle
Ben
lived over in
Franklin's from-
Pittsburgh. My uncle said he's hitting 8 turkeys with this car. I'm like,
8?
that's great. That's crazy. Yeah,
What? Free dinner.
right.
You know, Ben Franklin wanted to make turkey the national bird
That's so crazy. Can you imagine?
instead of the bald eagle. Yeah.
They probably hadn't understood the majestic bald eagle yet. This is early America, you know? They just were feeding the people.
Yeah.
I wonder if at any point in time they actually ate bald eagles.
I
Any
don't
history
think so.
out there? Just munching on a bald eagle.
That
I
is
don't think
gross.
they could. I mean, have you ever been walking the hawk? It's like kind of close. I was scared for sure. I'd be scared.
Oh yeah.
It happened to me once at the Naples Botanical Garden, and it was like searching for food. I was like, okay, hold on, it's getting too close to me right now.
Stay away. Yeah, I'll probably
But
see
yeah,
a
you
bunch.
know the sound for the bald eagles actually the red like that they typically put on movies like that caw, like that's actually the red-tailed hawk.
This whole time.
Why do you know
Yeah.
that?
Like the red-tailed hawk kind of sounds more like fierce in a
Sounds
sense
more like
than
an
the
eagle.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's the
Wow.
red-tailed hawk actually.
Salma, you like that 50 level in the YM? Damn, baby.
Sure.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
without stress.
I mean I had the 41 as the level, but yeah, that's close enough. I like it.
One time I was fishing and I saw 12, no joke, 12 eagles on the ground fighting each other. I don't know what it was about, but I assume it was a woman. Because nothing else would make 12 eagles that angry.
You sat there and counted them?
I did. I have a video of it somewhere. It was crazy. They were going on the ground. I didn't even know that many like congregated. But they're territorial.
Jack, you're something else.
I'm paid to entertain and trade. Unfortunately, there's not much trading to go on right now, so we're just
No.
entertaining.
Yeah. Nasdaq just keeps rejecting a bit from the London low, but no momentum for going down. I have the 10 a.m. high like marked out just in case ES wants to take it and Nasdaq doesn't. Maybe we fade from there, but other than that, it's just it's not like I want to get long in the middle of this range here.
Yeah, someone kept asking in the chat if they should long the Russell. Honestly, I would just call it a day. I mean, there's only about
30
35 minutes left. It's not worth it.
If you guys could only trade like 30 minutes of a day, like would you rather do first 30 minutes, 9:30 to 10, or the last 3:30 to 4?
Probably the
can we only
first.
pick those two?
Yeah, out of those two.
Oh, 30 minutes really isn't a long time.
Yeah, Pac said he'd trade the last
10
The
minutes of
last-
the day.
the last 10 minutes of the day.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
wouldn't.
That.
I think there's more continuations and they'll be easier to see in the last 10 than it is in the first. A lot of whippy action in the first 10 minutes and even 15 minutes. Like it also depends on the time frame of trading. If you're like a hyper scalper, that's just not my style of trading. So it's like a hard question for me to answer. Okay, we're coming down. I'm coming down into my ES limit here. I got it at 39. I'm just looking at pictures of red-tailed hawks now. Wow.
You guys play Wordle?
No.
No.
Anybody in chat play Wordle? Don't ruin the word of the day. I didn't do mine yet.
Word of the day is Salma.
I'm gonna guess it. Let's do it together. Maybe I shouldn't play Wordle on stream. My
You're gonna get a
five
bunch of Wordle friends now. Everyone's gonna
my
add you.
5-letter first guess for the word is gonna be trade.
All
We
right,
got
I'm close.
the T.
I'm close.
All
All
right, maybe I shouldn't do this on stream.
I do
Let's-
connections and I do the crossword every day. Pretty much almost every day.
Bro, crossword.
Savannah knows I'm a fiend in the connections. And Shap and Deli.
Wait, you
Oh,
guys all play
A
it?
little contest.
What is
this one time.
connections?
They give you like 16 words and you have to make 4 groups of 4. They're all connect like 4 words are connected in one way, 4 words are connected in another, and you have to figure out which words they are.
Gotcha. All right, I flattened my YM because I was about to get long ES, and I've been in that YM long enough, so I took that off. Just got long these 39s here in the ES. I don't know. Kind of looking at getting rid of this. This gold ain't looking hot anymore.
This is a weird word.
Where is my picture? And here comes the
Oh, I see what the word could be. Hold on. I got it in 4. Guys, go do it. Go play your daily word.
No.
Come on.
Wow.
Just don't
4 is
start
like
off
a
with
bogey.
trade. Don't start off with the word trade. Trust, not worth it. Got it in 3.
NASDAQ.
what?
Savannah.
So you got limits in for Nazi.
I moved it.
Cool. It's a decent spot.
Here we go. All right, I'm taking my gold off. It is. I do not like that reversal bar right there.
Wait, I just want to confirm real quick. Every single spot for qualifier 3 has been taken, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I had someone complain that it got filled.
We try to tell everybody. We try to tell
I
them.
mean, for like
Bro,
a month.
Takes 2 seconds to register and then,
Next time you got to be quick with it.
yeah. Gotta be quicker than that.
All right, let's see if there's anything here. This might have been a little early considering we just broke down. We got 30 minutes left here. No earnings after the bell that are big. Okay.
Yeah, actually, there's a lot of big earnings after the bell. I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
Never mind then.
After
I
the
kind
bell,
of like
but
it.
listen, we got Marvel, we got Salesforce, we got Snowflake, and you got HP. Those are your top 4.
Snowflake.
Snowflake,
Is that by
CRM.
chance? Is that company by chance out of California?
I see what you did there.
For sure it is though.
I don't know. You're gonna have to Google that one.
Maybe Denver. All right.
Let's see. Snowflake HQ. Washington. Wait. No, hold on. Don't listen to me.
Seattle. Seattle. People are saying Seattle.
No, but I'm seeing Menlo Park, California. I don't know, bro. There's a lot of different locations.
Bozeman. Sounds like they got a lot of headquarters and everyone's confused.
Let's check on Robinhood. Usually Robinhood tells you.
I'm gonna have to ask 3 different AIs.
Yeah, Manolo Park, California. Or Menlo, I should say. Menlo, not Manolo. Manolo or Heels?
Are they? Didn't know that.
Ramos.
What do those do?
Manolo Blancs?
What
Blonix?
is that like a type of heel or is that like a brand?
Brand.
It's a brand, yeah. All right, well, 20 is holding on the Russell.
You like that entry, Salma?
What'd you do? What'd you do? Let me see.
That NQ, I called that level
That
out
was
for like
nice.
an hour. That limit has been there since we got on the mic.
Very nice.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even know what happened 30 minutes ago, let alone an hour. After a day like today.
That's why I set limits because I forget about them too. If I'm like, oh, I want to buy 17s, and then I like 17s will trade. I'm like, wait, I didn't buy it.
Do you have like an alert go off when you get filled because you forget about it? So you just know that you're in the trade.
I mean, they used to, but I had to turn them off because production just hears order filled, order canceled, order.
Oh, I remember that.
Target filled. I'm like, all right,
Order
fine.
filled.
I
Order
personally
filled.
miss that because, I mean, I will just. This is what I'll do normally when I'm trading. I will just place limits and then lay on my couch and just stretch my back out, or do some yoga and just wait for that order fill and then check it. Is something going on wrong with my camera because it's red?
No, you
you're
look fine.
Oh,
Got a
interesting.
green hat on.
Turned
Are you
red.
superstitious like that? Do you only wear green hats or do you wear red hats too?
Depends on if it's Christmas time or not. Switch it up.
I never get my nails done red because I don't want to get that kind of bad. I don't want to be red on the day.
Oh, I see. See, I've never
Red
got my
nails are the best.
I know, but I can't.
I just did mine pink.
That's
Pink,
nice.
pink.
All right, YM. I actually got a limit at 50,725 in YM here.
Oh wait, you're going long?
Yeah. Well, I got out because it was starting to look like we traded at 50s and didn't react very well, so I just took it off and limited it lower. But it does look like we're kind of getting weak across the board. And guess what? It's now moving up now, Salma. The Russell. Oh, hey.
Bro.
Russell's about to take out the last 15-minute high. They tricked you. I told you they go
It's
right
okay.
to
I don't even care. I don't even want to look. What'd you say?
The Russell's one of the screwiest addresses.
Screwiest?
I'm having a dyslexic moment. My mom's texting me and I'm trying to talk at the same time. The Russell is one of the trickiest markets, I think, when it's not trending. Like it's stop runs. Like, you almost got to think where are they going to take people out? Like the NASDAQ there, great example, 30 minutes of completely sideways. All it is down there in that trade that I was looking for is exactly how it's a stop run into a support level right below, and then just beach ball back up. When you start seeing something barcode like that, like you got to be ready for the move to take you out. And if your stop is tight, you might as well just take the position off.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Market feels so boring right now.
Salma's
Just
always
close
complaining.
it. I know. You know what? I love to complain. I really do. I
True.
really do.
Same.
That's
I really do.
you gotta
Cultural.
read. You should read the Secret.
Nah.
Wait, so like last week, or yeah, I think it was
That's
last week,
too
I was
woo-woo
streaming.
for me.
Listen, I was streaming with XY and Chris, and I was complaining about something, and then XY was trying to give me a solution, and I'm like, XY, I don't want the solution. I just want you to listen to me. Like sometimes I just need an ear.
Exactly.
Oh, I've met your type before.
Guys
Ayo.
always want to give solutions.
Yo, guys always want to give a solution. Like, bro, I know the solution. I don't need
Are
you to
you
tell me the
saying that
solution.
women just want to complain? Is that what you're saying, Salma? Because that sounds
Yeah,
really.
yeah. Just let me complain for like 5 minutes, and then we'll get over it, and we
I
can
don't
move on.
want to. I don't want to fix the problem. I just want to tell you about it.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it.
Now you're getting it.
I get it. I mean, enough streams with you guys. I'm gonna have this whole girl thing figured out in no time.
Happy to be of service.
Dead.
Just
Jack
listen.
got like a crazy
No
good
solution. No solution.
Yeah, do not give me a solution.
Just nod your head and just say, yeah, that sucks.
Let's
But
play
like, don't do that.
video.
You can't do that either, though, because it's just like now I feel like you're not even listening to me. Are you listening?
What would you
It's all-
like, Salma? In your perfect world, what do you want or need?
I don't know, but it's almost like a guy can't win because if you give a solution, you're in the wrong, and if you tell me, "Oh, it'll be fine" or whatever, like,
Wow,
it's not fine.
this whole conversation needs to be clipped into a relationship management section.
I'm dead.
Okay.
Yeah, fiber optic men never win. Like it is true. There's just no way for you guys to win. Linda, listen, Linda. Oh, that's funny. You guys got me smiling so much my cheeks hurt.
Aw.
Move the target up here.
Guys, we only have 196 likes. I'm not gonna lie, that's a little pathetic. Just a little bit. We have 650 people watching. We don't even have 1/3 of the viewership. So it's not good. Are we boring you guys?
No, hit that like button.
I mean, I placed
You're
a couple
delving
trades
deep
here.
into the female psyche here.
I've called out three winners and traded 3 winners since I've been on
Jack's
stream.
killing it today.
I had 2 small winners, but
Give me some love. And tell me I'm
Guys.
right. And just listen.
and just listen, yeah. Just listen.
That's what everybody's doing right now. They're just listening to you.
They're just listening, yeah.
They're not talking back. They can't. This is a perfect job for you.
You're telling me to start streaming and complaining on stream.
I mean,
There's people that will listen.
it's what the people want.
Gets the people going. Seeing the tape pick up a little bit on NQ. Little teeny tiny bit of movement,
Dude.
which is more than what we've been getting for the past 2 hours.
My 4th wife was the same. I'm just reading these comments. I'm dead. CRM's
Elam.
pretty impactful. I might even go higher with this target. This is a really fast move out of this low.
Guys, someone in chat keeps calling me Salsa. That's not my name. That's not my name.
Tell you what though. Come on. All right, I've hit 1 target in the ES.
Nice.
Now. Actually, let me move that in the screen because this thing doesn't stay up top anymore.
Yeah, it looks like NQ's starting to move here.
Jack killed it on NASDAQ. Up 1,800.
Let's go. Can't count your chickens before they hatch, though. But that is an ideal reaction. See, as soon as I got in that trade, I set my timer, and it is now at 13 minutes left, and that's why I continue to move my target up, because if I have a great reaction, which is like literally entry immediately the other way, I wait at least 25 minutes or put my targets at new highs, because that is absolutely what you want to see. You see a consolidation, a move down, it's very temporary, instantly back in your direction. You hold for bigger targets, and I use this. This is a very expensive piece of equipment. It really helps me out. I encourage you all to buy one. They're about $8.
You also
Wait, is
get
that
one
your
for free with
humidity?
your phone.
Wait,
it's a
wait,
watch.
show that again. Wait, what?
It's a clock.
Kitchen timer.
Oh, okay. I thought you were showing the temperature and the humidity.
Oh my
like
God, I'm
you.
dead.
So the temperature this is in Celsius. Yes.
Oh man.
No, the last thing I want to do is be on my phone any more than I am in
I
draining
agree.
battery, using it as a stopwatch. Anything I can do to be off my phone, I try to do, because I'm on my phone way too much.
Bro, you don't want to see my screen time. It's really, really bad.
I know, it makes you feel like you're wasting your life.
But we're
You're
not.
like,
We're
I looked
grinding
at my
away.
phone for 8 hours today. What's wrong with me? Like, I need a therapist. Like, wow. I set the timer for 25 minutes. Sav, can you explain what a brick is? Because it sounds like something I've gotten thrown through my window
Oh, I
before.
love a brick. I got 2 of them.
A lover's
Oh my
brick.
God.
No, I love my brick. I have 2 of them. I have
Dude, I hung
this
out
thing
with
you scan.
Tanja. I hung out with Tanja, and I'm like to her, oh, like, I forget what we were talking about. I think posting like a selfie that we took together, and she's like, I can't post it right now. I have to wait until my brick time is up. I'm like, what the hell is a brick?
Oh,
Bro,
those things.
So
I
it
know.
back and I
locks you
scan
out of your
it until we get
phone.
back to my apartment, then I'll scan it. Yeah.
That's
And then
crazy.
it'll block your any app you want, really. It can be your trading app, your social media, and then you have to it's like Apple Pay, you scan it, right? And then you have to physically like walk up to it to unblock it. So it makes it like really intentional.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah.
I will never get a brick because why would I want to? No, if I don't want to be on my phone, I just won't be on my phone. That would give me anxiety if I'm out and then I can't get into like an app. I'll just go home.
What? You just
Yeah.
go home? That's wild.
All right.
Yeah.
How could you have ever lived in the 90s? You wouldn't survive.
Bro, I was born in 2001 for a reason. God knew.
God knew.
God knew I wouldn't survive.
I think you would have adapted.
Yeah,
Do
I
you
don't
think
know
that
about
she'll,
that.
if Salma moved out of Jersey, do you think she'd adapt to learning how to pump her own gas?
I wouldn't want to, but
I believe in you.
thank you, Jack. We were supposed to go pump gas together in Florida. We never did.
Yeah.
You lied to me.
I'm sorry. It was really hard to get my car out of the valet. They told me it was going to be 45 minutes because there was a ball going on. I was like, really?
Oh, what going on?
There was like a ball of some kind.
Oh yeah, there was some sort of like gala at the
I saw
hotel.
there was like a silent auction set up.
Yep.
I got back in the YM there too at that 50,725 here. So those are my last trades. I actually re-entered my full-size position too in the ES after taking 2 contracts off, and then I just added again. So we'll see what happens here into the close. 15 minutes.
Yeah, what's so great about pumping your own gas? Like, I just can't wrap my head around that.
It's not weird. It's just weird that you don't know how to do it.
It's not weird because, like, it would be weird if I wasn't from Jersey and I didn't know how to pump my own gas. And yeah, okay, by all means, it's weird as hell. But like, I've never had the opportunity. It's legit illegal here. I love
You gotta
being
go on
like,
a road trip. Road trip.
can you fill it up? Can you fill it up regular and then just give them the card? It's the best thing in the world.
I'm gonna move one of these ESs up. And so with my ES trade, my stop, because I had 2 targets hit, actually went to break even, or break even +1, and I got stopped out +1 on my 3rd and final contract, and then re-entered a full position at the same level again. If that makes sense. So I'd still have my ES on.
Nice. I mean, is that nice? I don't know. Fiber Optic says, it's not that pumping gas is cool, it's that we have the freedom to do it without government interference. If there is something that the government is going to interfere with in my life, let it be that they won't allow me to pump my own gas. I am completely content with that.
Wait till you can't do your own grocery shopping. When does it become a problem?
I already don't. We're good. We're chilling.
Salma, that I know how you spend so much
Instacart. It's
time on
kinda
the
wild.
market.
Wait, what? Well, you guys are
You're
both
now in-
talking.
Yeah, you go. I'm bored.
Go ahead, Jack.
Just said now I know why Salma. Now I know how Salma
but
spends so much time on the market. She doesn't do her own grocery shopping. She's just looking for somebody to do her laundry. She doesn't pump her own gas. She's just out here spitting out words, teaching.
I
Doing
do
it
do
all.
my own laundry.
Market.
I just wish I didn't. Wish I didn't have to.
How have you not outsourced that? It sounds like it would really improve your life.
Wait. Salma,
Where
can you
did I
drive a
get
car with a clutch? No, I can't drive stick. I tried, and then the car stalled once, and my brother was like, get out. And yeah, that was the end of that.
Marvel?
You're bougie.
If you're asking where I got in on my ES and you're shouting at me in caps, you can look at my screen. Believe it or not, it's right there. My positions are right there. And also in this big highlighted green box, I believe that's the price as well. So
yeah, it's the number you got. Yep.
And every time I trade, that's where it is.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Robert. ICT. Ciao. Make sure you thumb up the stream before you go.
Big Elon says, Tanya, are your glasses medicated? No, they're sober. But no, they are prescription.
Sober glasses. That's a good one. All right.
Jack, they were asking because I think it was the window was behind a different window at the time.
Okay.
All right, cool.
I mean, there's 2 windows. I feel like they weren't, unless I'm covering with Salma's secret new benchmark indicator. This Dow, though, is not looking hot. It's going to go back to 06s.
I'm glad I got out of that.
Yes, it's dropping a bit.
Good exit. I'm definitely moving my stop up in this NQ because I'm not going to give that back. Just going to keep that tight.
Smart. You got a really good entry on it.
Yeah.
Because I'm so bored of this market. Not of you guys. You guys keep me entertained.
Welcome to summer.
Not fun.
You're gonna dump ski in the YM.
We're about to have algo time soon.
Yeah, algo time soon. That's true. What season's your favorite season to trade? Fall, winter, spring, summer?
Winter.
Fall.
Yeah, I like fall the best. Winter too is good. Summer's slow.
Winter is only good because there's nothing else to do. We're just cooped up in the house.
Yeah, there's that.
You don't do anything anyway.
And that's what you guys think. That's what you guys think, guys.
I
the weekend.
Forgot.
Just because I don't post and I don't let you guys know what I do doesn't mean I don't do anything. Stop.
She said she doesn't even go to a supermarket.
Yeah.
Because
just goes to the gym.
Listen. I'm fortunate enough
to share your location
my
with
mom.
me now.
who food shops for me.
Very nice. Some
So-
people just do Instacart. Like, I don't know how. I like going to a grocery store.
I was about to say, Tanya, are you one of those people?
No. Nope. You know, there's a grocery store around the corner from me and around the other corner too.
Yeah, she does have everything she needs within like a
5
block
minutes.
radius.
Attention
It's nice.
traders, it's algo time.
Here we go.
All right, I'm about to get out of everything. Probably stop here on this ES. There you go. What the heck? That is not supposed to happen.
What just happened?
I just had an automation go off that was accidental, but it actually is working. So I'm gonna give it a moment.
Imagine making money by accident.
Happened to me.
Oh, that's happened to me. I've lost money by accident.
True.
Goes both ways.
We pretty much are flat on the day on both ES and NASDAQ.
Whole lot of
Overall.
nothing. Let's see if I can get a quick 5 points here in the ES.
Yeah, see, ES took that 327 low, NASDAQ staying strong.
That's a nasty wick in the YM.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Yeah, Jeff, there is CRM, Snowflake, Marvel, and HP are all reporting earnings after the bell.
Okay. Maybe I get 10 points on the final. Be greedy. Take one off here.
That's the accidental trade, dude.
Yeah, that
Wow,
is it worked.
bro,
Quick.
how come that stuff never happens to me?
Because you're always complaining.
$1,000.
You got to stop complaining. You got to start thinking positively.
I do think positive, but I also gotta
but
complain.
You speak it into existence.
I don't believe in that.
All
Yeah,
right, well then
it's too
that's
woo-woo.
fine. That's
You
fine. If you don't
can't-
believe in it,
manifesting
if you don't
anything.
believe in it, it doesn't happen.
Listen, I feel like you can't really believe in God and then believe in the universe. Like it's just it's God. It's not the universe.
They're
You
one
know,
and the
like
same. They're one and the same. I mean, you believe in God. Do you pray?
who just muted me? Did I just mute myself?
You're not
Sorry,
muted.
I was muted. Okay, wait, what were you saying?
I said, if you believe in God, do you pray?
Yeah, of course.
So that is the same.
No, but it's different than being like, you know, just speaking to yourself and saying something negative or saying something positive and then thinking that you put that out into the world. I don't know. Like I don't believe in
Keep
manifestation.
complaining, girl. I'm here for it. I'm listening.
Whatever.
I'm here. I'm listening.
Jeff, it's no one's angry.
Yeah. No one's angry.
We're chilling. We're adults. We can have conversations.
Yeah, we're okay.
It's gonna be so interesting.
If the little things anger you, trading isn't.
This is just sibling banter, you guys.
But like I do believe like words are powerful in the sense of you got to be nice to yourself. Like you can't say, you know, harsh things to yourself. There's people who are so mean to themselves, and I do believe in that sense that words are powerful.
Sure.
Robert says leave God out of trading. I promise you there's no one that is deep in drawdown that's not sitting there praying to God. You can't. there is no such thing as not.
Yeah. Hey, if you guys are that upset about those simple comments, I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
Not my problem. I'm not going to cater to you as an individual at all. Don't care.
Oh, Jack, I'm dead. But
You
like,
can watch me trade. I just hit 5 trades that were all profitable. Keep your opinions about whatever you want me to say to yourself.
yeah, I'm dead.
You're
Okay,
getting,
okay.
you're getting the block.
Reverse.
Chill. I think it's fine. It's fine.
Hit him with the Uno reverse.
Someone said angry Jack is the best Jack. That's funny. Jack, I'm
just over here making money, trying to pay for things, because you know what? At the end of the day, money makes the world go round, unfortunately.
This is true. I'm so happy that this mistake ended up paying you.
Yeah, right. I literally low ticked that.
Did you had like your limit still in, basically, right?
It was just an automation I had in that I forgot to cancel, that basically it got stopped out. It was going to take the same trade again. So it ended up just, they just like wicked me out. And then I took a third off or fourth off, but I am going to.
No, that was a good trade.
I just taken it off because we don't got enough time left and I'm not looking to hang around.
True.
5 minutes. And we get the final. Call the close. What do you guys think is going to happen tomorrow?
Who cares? Who knows?
Who knows? We're just here
Who
to trade
cares?
it. We're just
Who
here to trade it.
cares? You know, it's like one of my most hated questions. It's like, oh, what are your thoughts on the market for tomorrow? I don't know, man. I'm a day trader. I'll take it as it comes. Up, down.
What about the next 4 minutes?
CRM earnings.
I think we just pin.
Yeah. Oh, who has earnings? CRM?
CRM. Yeah, I'm looking at
CRM, Marvel, Snow.
I got a couple. They got a huge office here in Chicago, so I have a couple friends that work there. Sometimes they like to let me know if they think they're doing bad or good. Not that they have inside information at all because they're lower level employees, but they'll be like, morale at the building's down today. That stock has been trending lower though, so it'll be interesting if it actually breaks higher.
Jim is right, by the way. We do have a data pack day tomorrow with PCE and wait, what else? Where'd it go? Oh, we have PCE, GDP, unemployment claims, durable goods, personal spending, and then a couple FOMC members will be speaking, as well as natural gas storage and crude oil inventories all coming out tomorrow, and new home sales. Literally just a back-to-back data pack day.
Damn.
Guys, say that quick. Back-to-back data pack day. I can't say that.
Back-to-back data. That's true.
Back-to-back data pack day.
Back-to-back data pack day. Back-to-back data pack day. Back-to-back data pack today.
Wow.
She saw seashells by the seashore. Peter Piper picked a bag of pickled peppers. What was that one, LA?
Wow, you're too good
Jim,
at this.
what the hell is going on?
I don't know. Oh my goodness.
It's her rap skills. Tanja has those rap skills because she's from New York.
Oh man. That was so fun, though.
guys, great job today as usual trading the close. Appreciate you. Let's give these young folks a round of applause, please.
Thank you.
So Salma is correct. There's a lot of data that's going to come out, and some of it's going to be inflation related tomorrow. So be on your toes, everybody. Things could happen. Just saying.
Cool.
Yeah. So in any event, when's the next time? I'm not seeing you guys till next week, right? Is that
tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
I'll be on tomorrow for an hour.
All of us.
I'll be on tomorrow morning with Salma.
So the opposite of what I just said. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
I love when Jim comes in here, doesn't know who's on the schedule. That's
I do know
awesome.
what's next on the schedule, though. This will be a very exciting hour for me coming up right now. So we're going to go ahead and start that. Thank you guys again. Appreciate you. You guys are awesome as usual. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I will definitely be here ready to go on the shortened week, expecting some fireworks. So having said all, go ahead, Jack.
Oh, no, I'm going to be watching it. I'm excited to go over what Chris has got. So I got nothing else to say. I'm excited to watch what you're about to do.
Well, having said all of that, we are going to get ready for our second ever edition of Develop Your Edge. Let's get going here.
Bye, chat.
Bye.
Cut us off.
Later. My turn.
All right, we are here develop your edge with Christian. Chris, Trading Boxes. Good afternoon. How you doing, man?
Hey, Jim. I'm doing well. How about you?
Pretty good. I'm so excited to be able to spend this hour with you. You know, you give us kind of glimpses behind the curtain every once in a while on how you develop your trade plan and what your thought process is. But we get to spend a whole hour with you kind of learning about how you think about the markets, how you get prepped, how you set up, how you execute, all the stuff that's super important to me. You're going to be doing all the heavy lifting pretty much today. I'm going to try to do though is we're going to make this as interactive as possible, and I'm going to try as we go. I'm going to take questions from the folks in chat. If you're listening and not in chat, hop in there real quick because we're going to be taking questions, and I'll be feeding them to Chris as we go forward here. And if it's a long period of time and I didn't your question wasn't answered or I didn't say anything about it, just feel free to cut and paste it again in the chat. The chat moves fast. We did last week. I expect it to move fast this week as well. So Chris, having said all that, man, ready to go, and let's get started here, man. Develop a trade plan.
Okay, perfect. So before I'm going to break it down into 3 segments, guys. An overview of market structure, then roughly 20 minutes each with questions. You know, we can ask the questions as you want, but 20 minutes market overview, market structure overview. Then trade plan creation in alignment with the market structure in order to be aligned with the current environment that at any point we may be in. And then the last 20 minutes would be on how I execute and how I generate and execute the trade ideas each and every morning that you guys see me stream on here. So in order to first understand things here, we have to understand trend structure, okay? How the market moves. There's 3 different segments or 3 parts to a trend. There's an uptrend, there's a downtrend, and then there's a period called no trend, which I'll touch in a second. But an uptrend is defined as a sequence of higher highs, higher lows along a 9MA. Now, I'm sharing the 9MA, and you guys always hear me talk about the 9-period moving average because it's the best moving average that tracks this sequence the best. You can look at the 8-period, you can look at the 10-period, you can look at the 9EMA, but the 9 SMA is able to identify the higher low area, or I should say price comes down to put in that higher low into the 9 SMA the best, so this is why I use the 9 SMA. And this combination here develops the higher high, higher low sequence. For the downtrend, it's the same, a sequence of lower lows, lower highs with a 9MA downtrend following right below. As these trends end, we start a consolidation period or a non-trending period. What does that look like? It looks like a flat 9MA because, again, if we are in an uptrend, if we are respecting the 9-period moving average, then in a consolidation, we're no longer respecting it, right? We are just simply dancing around it. It's just back and forth, a typical range structure. And as a result, there's no higher highs, higher lows, right? There is a swing high that gets put in, there's a swing low that gets put in, and then each turning point is a lower high, higher low, lower high, higher low against it. Let me delete some of these. And typically what happens when we end an uptrend or end the downtrend, we move into the next moving support area, which is the 20 EMA. For this one, I do use the EMA because it tracks the swing low better. Now, you sort of have to say, okay, how do you have to combine these now in order to understand the complete picture for the market structure, okay? Hopefully I can highlight this. Okay, well, think of this as the middle in between here. And then I actually did that here. So this is pretty much the combination of those three different structures. You have your uptrend, that's higher highs, higher low against the 9MA. When we cross below the 9MA right here, we are no longer being, or I should say, price is no longer respecting the 9-period moving average. As a result, we move down into its next support, which is the 20 EMA, and we create that dance around the 9MA, okay? That's why you guys see me share a lot. Hey, there's a wedge consolidation, because the market is literally telling you how it consolidates. It creates a wedging structure where there's no new high, no new low. We are creating lower highs, higher lows inside the swing high and the swing low. Eventually, when this breaks out or down, we start a new uptrend, which looks exactly like this, or we start a new downtrend. And the market repeats this structure nonstop. It's a repeatable, consistent structure from the highest time frame to the lowest time frame. And we can step into that now. So
Chris, real quick, if I could just clarify. So for trend up or down, you're using the 9 SMA, right? Which you refer to as MA sometimes?
The MA, yeah.
Okay. And that's simple moving average. And then go back and tell us again, when you employ the 9 EMA.
I don't do the 9 EMA.
Okay.
I do the 20 EMA because similar to the 9 SMA, the 20 EMA is able to sort of catch the drop into this swing low area the best. Does that make sense? So I'm looking to see when I was trying to understand how the market would move, I would say, okay, if we're following a moving average all the time, when the 9-period moving average stops supporting price in an uptrend, where do we come down to? We come down into the 20 EMA. I tried applying the 20 SMA as well, but I found that the 20 EMA was what supported the swing low, pretty much what would create the low of this pullback attempt in real time to then create the bounce to seek a lower high. So that's why I applied the 20 EMA there, but the 9 SMA for this momentum type trend.
Perfect. Got it. Thank you.
No problem. So now what's important to understand is how the multi-time frame alignment goes into this, meaning a higher time frame, higher high, higher low consolidation, which is this period here, right here, is this wedge consolidation. So this back and forth that's created here, that's created in here in this consolidation. Does that make sense? I'll go over different examples of this, but I want to make sure everybody understands that a higher time frame, 9MA higher high, higher low consolidation, the internal structure is this, what I call a 50 EMA wedge or a 20 EMA wedge. It's just where we're creating the wedge at it. Right above the 20 EMA, the 9MA is no longer being respected. So, for example, a weekly higher high, higher low, this is how the daily structure would look. A daily higher high, higher low, this is how the 4-hour structure will look. So the sequence goes like this. The weekly into the daily, then the internal structure of the daily is the 4-hour. The hourly is the internal structure of the 4-hour, then the 5-minute and the 1-minute. Okay, so we can go down to the 5-minute, and I will touch on that right now. The 5-minute higher high, higher low consolidation is a 1-minute wedge structure. Okay, I want to make sure we all understand that because it's important when I create these trade plans. If I know that on the daily, we are pulling back to seek a higher low, right, into the moving average, the 9-period. This is like a 2 or 3-day pullback, right? For example, last week was a perfect pullback into the prior week low, something like this. The 4-hour structure can look something like this. And I'm able to then analyze and say, okay, if on the daily structure, we're pulling back to seek a higher low, I know what the internal structure should look like, and I know what the internal structure should then trigger to see a move back up. I'll touch on that in a second, but I want to make sure that, okay, we understand that how a higher time frame has an internal structure on each specific time frame, okay? So this is the sequence. It's not like 4-hour goes into the 5-minute, like it has to follow this sequence. So let's go over an example of that before I go into trade plan creation. But do we see this daily pullback here to the 9-period moving average? Right? We have this big move higher, and then we pull back right here to the 9-period. Okay? So let me bring that back, and then let me put on the 4-hour here.
So Chris is comparing the 1 hour, the 1 day chart, the daily chart on the right with a 4-hour chart on the left.
Yeah, so I'm walking you guys through a daily sort of structure or a daily pattern all the way down to the 5-minute here. So you can see how they're all connected and they are perfectly aligned. So I touched on how a daily higher high, higher low, which I will do this here, is a internal wedging structure. Okay, so this is your daily structure. You have your higher high, higher low into the 9-period moving average, which is the black moving average here. It's just a 4 or 5 candle consolidation on the daily. Here's how the 4-hour looks. Here's the prior 9 MA uptrend from here. Okay, we have our high, we have our pullback to the 9-period moving again. We try to bounce, and then it ends when we fail to hold at the 9-period moving average. Okay, the black line. And I talked about how when that fails, where do we move to? The 20 EMA area. I have a 20 EMA cloud, which helps me identify that support area better. But this is that retracement to seek a swing low. Okay, so the low here, where the daily higher low is, it's identified as the swing low. From here, we have our swing high, swing low, lower high, higher low, and we've completed our wedging structure, right? So again, we have a daily higher high, higher low. The internal structure of that is a wedging structure. Now let's take it one step closer. If we go to the 4-hour here, or actually the hourly here, this 4-hour consolidation here, which is the higher high, higher low, similar as the daily, right? But now this is the 4-hour. This is your higher high, higher low into the black line, which is the 9 SMA. Again, I talked about how the internal structure is a wedging structure. So if that's the 4-hour 9 MA consolidation, the hourly is going to create a wedging structure. And this is that. You have your trend failure when the 9 black here, this black line, the 9 SMA fails to support price, right? What did we have prior to that? Higher high 1, higher low 1, higher high, let me do that again. Higher high 1, higher low 1, higher high 2, higher low 2, higher high 3. At this point, what happened? We pulled back into the 9 MA. The 9 MA failed to support price, and we moved into the 20 EMA area. We tried to bounce, we failed, and we came all the way down here to find our swing low, which is the 4-hour 9 MA higher low. So from here, I know that if we are to hold, we now need to bounce to create a lower high against this high to seek or complete the wedging structure, okay? So you can already start to get an idea of what my plans are starting to look like, which is, hey, as long as we hold this area, what is the market structure? The market structure is saying that we should now bounce to seek a lower high against the swing high. So I am focusing on trades into that direction to find a lower high. Now I'll go over the trade plan creation as I'm almost done here, but we bounce, we put in our swing low, we bounce, we put in our lower high, the wedging structure completes, and guess what? By the way, during this whole time, the black moving average here, the 9, was flat, right? I talked about that being one of the main, not requirements, but the features of a wedging structure. It's where price is no longer respecting the 9 MA. We're dancing around it. The 9 MA is flat. And what happens when we break out of it? We start a new lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low downtrend, right? So the sequence repeats indefinitely. So to finish this part off here, let me go into the a little bit closer here. On the hourly here now, inside that wedging structure, we can see
Chris,
that we still.
if I can interrupt really quickly.
Yeah.
Mark asked the question, what are your settings for the 20 EMA cloud?
Let's touch into that.
Sorry, but I wasn't sure if you were going to see it again, so I just wanted to throw it out.
Yeah, no problem. All right, so it is. Oh, it doesn't tell me the numbers here. It's the third one, cloud 3. So it is the 16 period moving average, and then the 28. So that's the upper boundary of this cloud, 16 period moving average, and then the lower boundary is the 28 period moving average. Over time, I found that specific range was the best at identifying the exact sort of low of that swing low area, which is why I use it. That I use that specific range, right? There's no mathematics involved with it. It's just what I found that it created that higher low into that 20 EMA area. Okay, so let me go back into here. So the last here part of this multi-time frame alignment that I wanted to touch on is inside this this hourly wedging structure. What do we have here? An internal higher high, higher low, because this is a breakout attempt, right? You have your higher high, higher low into the 9 MA, where we are then to seek higher prices if we hold. It fails, obviously, but that hourly higher high, higher low is a 5-minute 50 EMA wedge consolidation, right? Which is the 9 period on the 5-minute now. Higher high, higher low. It fails. Where do we come down to? That EMA cloud. We put in our swing low, we bounce, we put in a lower high. This is like a little failed breakout, right? This is noise. We put in a little lower high, we come back down, we put in a higher low, we break out. It's a breakout attempt, but it fails. But in this structure, this completes the consolidation, right? So again, I was able to walk you down from the daily all the way to the 5-minute within the same structure, right? So this is all happening within the same week. So I'm able to combine these time frames each and every morning. And it may sound complex, but it really is understanding, okay, where's the daily? Where's the 4-hour? I mean, it sounds like a lot. Where's the hourly? And then I can now create the trade plans, right? So if you guys have any questions on this, ask. And as you do, I will move into my next part here, which is into trade plan creation with market structure in mind. So I don't know if they have any questions.
No questions yet. Great job so far, though. I'm totally getting everything you're saying. It's
okay.
Excellent.
Perfect. Let's bring this one over. And then this is typically what you guys see me share each and every morning, right? And let's touch on ES, because today was a pretty big, nice day for a trade idea that I had based on all that I just shared. Now, let me bring this over.
Hey, Chris, a couple questions did come in.
Yeah.
Handled Nerdware asks, does the 2-minute chart come into play? ?
Yes. So the technical sequence that goes after the 5-minute is the 1 minute. However, I myself trade on the 2-minute. I have found that the 1 minute can have a lot of noise, and it can lead to more stops than I would like, which is why I use the 2-minute. But the technical next sort of time frame sequence is the 1 minute. Okay, but it has, I would go through a lot of failed breakdowns or failed breakouts, and so I decided to move up to the 1 minute, and that eliminated things.
Awesome, thanks. And Mohammed asks, is this unique and only applicable to the NASDAQ futures, or could it be applied to other indices?
No, guys. This is how every stock moves. Every single thing that's on the chart, it's literally trend sequence. It's if something has a trend, it's going to follow this. I apply the same strategy on day trades that you guys see me trade here as my swing trading and as my long-term investments. It's all the same structure. If you look at the monthly on a stock like NVIDIA or Meta, you're going to have the same sequence, higher highs, higher lows, right? So I'm just showing you how the stocks, how markets, gold, copper, whatever you want to think of, the dollar, it will all trade the same, because you cannot have prices going up without a trend sequence of higher highs, higher lows, right? And you can't have a higher high, higher low without the internal structure of a non-trending period, which is a consolidation, which is this. So this is how every sort of market and stock index moves. So it's not just 2NQ.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris.
Okay, perfect. So let's go over the recent structure today, and let's start off with the 4-hour, okay? Now, I have to sort of share screenshots from my morning plan today because some of the action already played out since my plan this morning. So I'll do this here. I'll share the screenshot. All right, so this morning in ES, and hopefully by now we understand this a little bit better, but what is this, right? You don't have to all answer it, but if this prior consolidation was a 9MA uptrend, which was, let me hide this here, right? So we were seeing a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and then a third and final higher high along the 9-period moving average, okay? That happened into Monday. Monday, we had a pullback into the 9MA. We failed to hold. So what do I look for now? I look for the 20 EMA area. Now, I combine that to add, more supporting ideas and how I frame my ideas with this indicator that I created, which was our support and resistance levels, but also strong pivots. For example, into yesterday's morning, we came down into the prior day low area, right? Which is also the gap low, which is also the weekly open. So you have a lot of areas, or not a lot of areas, a lot of indicators here telling you that, hey, we should see a bounce from here. And it's also the 20 EMA. So from a trend sequence perspective, we completed this uptrend. We had a pullback into the 20 EMA. So this starts our swing low part of the 50 EMA wedge sequence. We bounce, okay? And we immediately start a very tight wedging structure, okay? Now, this is an internal structure that we can even develop another one like later on in time, right? But we don't have that data yet. So as I create the morning plan this morning, I'm noticing this, the wedging structure, which is this, and then the breakout overnight that happened into prior day high, 75-70s area. What, from a trend sequence perspective, what needs to happen? Well, if we're starting a new 9MA uptrend, which is higher highs, higher lows, the 9-period moving average after the breakout, this is your high, this is your higher low in the morning, right? Needs to hold. So one of my main trade ideas is, okay, if this, what level was that? 75-40s holds, then I can look for higher prices, because technically what is happening is we're going to continue this higher high, higher low, higher high structure. If not, this fails and we start a new downtrend attempt, meaning we now go to a lower low, lower high. Now, this is just consolidating, so it may not be clear, but the internal structure here on the 4-hour is telling you what needs to happen. If we held this morning, this breakout, we can see higher prices. If not, we go down. So now if we go down to the hourly here and go over this morning's trade plan, this was, by the way, how the market was looking this morning before we got this action. This is the consolidation that we're in. I already talked about that 4-hour higher high, higher low, but the internal structure was also highlighting something similar. If this is a larger consolidation, the 75-40s is a bull bear zone line, which means if we hold, we're going to see higher prices, right? If it fails, we're going to see prior day low and the gap low. It should be very clear. Like, this is a strong middle mark here for the range that we are in. So my main scenario for ES this morning was, if a pullback into 75-40s holds, which would mean the higher low area holds, we can continue higher to prior day high. And then this is where you have more context, and you can sort of say, okay, well, if we are to remain in this range, we should reject. And that's what this down move here in scenario 1 is. And you guys see me talk about these all the time, because I'm sort of anticipating and saying that if we cannot reclaim and hold prior day high, well, it makes sense that we're going to be range bound. If we can form acceptance and hold, meaning we can see a higher high, higher low up here. Okay, so if we saw this, higher high 1, higher low 1, and then bounce for scenario 1.2, this means we could create a higher high, higher low here, and then continue higher on the hourly. If it failed, what happens? We start an hourly lower low, lower high for scenario 2. The same trend sequence, right? But now on the hourly, into what? Into the gap low, into the base support, into prior day low. So you have 3 different ways of understanding that this is strong support. If that holds, we can see a bounce and we're going to remain range bound, right? So what happened today and what did the structure signal for me to execute on a long idea? So I'm sharing the 15-minute here on the right, but here's the hourly on the left to show us what happened throughout the day. We failed to hold that higher low area here, which was scenario 1. We then started a new downtrend. So this, you have to start fresh, okay? This is now a hourly downtrend attempt, meaning you have a lower low now, your first one, okay? This is your first one in this breakdown attempt, and then your lower high on the bounce. Well, you didn't know it was going to bounce yet, okay? This is you sort of have to say, okay, if we get a breakdown attempt, what can support a push lower? Well, obviously the gap low, the weekly open, prior day low, etc. Okay. From here, can we see a bounce, which is part of scenario 2? And can we bounce all the way up to the 9 MA to put in that lower high, which is what the market needs to do, right? It cannot break down, meaning lower low, lower high. It cannot see lower prices unless it bounces into the 9 MA. It doesn't have to be a big bounce. It can be a shallow bounce. The 9 MA comes down, rejects price, and we go lower. But it cannot do that unless we form this sequence of lower low, lower high, and then we push down into a new lower low. Okay, so
Chris, on that note, Angela has a good question. How do you decide where the higher low should hold? Could it be all the way to the equal low of the last low, right?
Equal low of the last. You mean the lower low, not the higher low? Is that what you mean? Where is the higher low?
It could be all the way to the equal low of the last low. Let me rephrase the question. How do you decide when there is a higher low and when it should hold?
I think she means lower low because there's no higher low in a downtrend, right? We're following a lower low, lower high sequence. So maybe your question is, where do we know the low is going to be? Well, I'm going to touch into that. Great question, by the way. You front ran me in a way.
Oh, sorry about that.
So we don't know that it's going to be the low, okay? We don't know that it's going to put in the low and it's going to bounce to seek the lower high. What could help us understand that it will be putting the low is the trend sequence on the next smaller time frame, right? So I talked about how the trend completes when we have that second higher high into an extension or second lower low. Sometimes we have a third and final higher high, which is sort of like a blow off top. Sometimes we have a third lower low. So on the 15-minute, when we had this breakdown from here, this was like a full range, right? Most of the morning, we broke down and we started what, guys? A new lower low, lower high, second lower low, into that same area. So when you're asking about how do we know it's going to be the low, well, the lower time frame trend structure and its completion into that area will tell you. On the 15-minute, we were approaching the second lower low. Now, I didn't really emphasize this a lot, but trends complete when they reach the second lower low. There is a third lower low that can happen, but that's like 20% of the time, right? That is the failed breakdown of a move. Like when you see a downtrend into support and then all of a sudden you see like a big old failed breakdown, that's usually the third and final low. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But when the lower time frame trend completes, and that's, to me, that's defined by a second lower low, I know that we are carving out that low on the hourly, right? So hopefully that answers or provides more clarity on that. Because you're right, we don't know when the low is going to be, but you're combining this strong area. I mean, just think about that. If we fail to hold here at the gap low, at the weekly low, or at the weekly open, sorry, what does that mean? We have a huge weekly candle reversal, right? right? We have a big flip on the weekly candle. We see significantly lower prices, and higher structure damage starts to take place. So that's you know, I don't want to say it's big, but it's important to understand like what it could mean. And so on the 15-minute, you have a trend completion, which terminates the trend. On the 5-minute, you have a consolidation as well, which if we go to the down structure, this is that wedging structure that I talked about. And then you have a breakdown attempt, right? Lower low, lower high, second lower low, the same thing. Into that second low, this is an additional requirement that I have is RSI divergences. Now, this technically does make a new low, but I mean, it's very mild. Like I would say maybe a point, like it's very, very mild, right? So I still consider that as an RSI divergence. We didn't have the same degree of the second low. This is mostly like equal lows. To me, I you know, that qualifies. So that's an additional layer. Now I have 2 time frames telling me that the downtrend into that support area has completed, right? 2 time frames, the 15-minute, the 5-minute, as we carve out a hourly low. So what did I do in my own trading today? I took long. So you guys see me talk a lot about my 90-minute reversal setup, right? Which is the break of the last lower high, which, you know, now that we understand this structure a little bit better, goes something like this. If this is the consolidation, we have a lower low, lower high, lower low. And my entry, again, based on market structure, is I am getting long on the reversal above the last lower high. So if this is the second lower low, this is the second lower high on the 2-minute. And I talked about what happens when we reclaim that. We are now starting a higher high, higher low, higher high uptrend, right? The trend changes. That's why I use that as my entry, because I am entering right when the trend changes. And if we make a new low, then that means my area is no longer valid. So you guys will see me trade or enter something like this, where I have my entry like that on the 90-minute reversal, and my stop goes at the low, meaning that we've now entered a new higher high, higher low structure. And if we go and make a new low, then it was just a failed sort of breakout attempt, right? And we're going to push back down. And if so, then I'm wrong. But I can't control that. I can only control how I am framing the idea based on market structure, how I am managing risk, right? Where I enter, where I stop, and what I then need to do after as far as trade management. So
Chris, real quick, and I think you answered Mark's question. Once you hit the low, and you get back up to the 9 SMA, that's when you enter with your stop being right below the low.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You showed it nice with that drawing tool just a second ago. I just wanted to confirm that you're waiting to enter. You're not entering at the very low, but you're waiting for a move back up.
And you know what? That's a great idea. Look, if you are focused on something like what the order flows are looking, you're seeing the tape and you're seeing, okay, there's an interaction here that it's telling me on such a minute level that I need to engage in there. Cool, right? But you're managing risk differently. It's still a great location. But what I'm doing is I'm waiting for more information to tell me that, hey, the downtrend into that move ended, and we are now reversing away from that. So I now have a signal that says, hey, we are now starting a higher high, higher low uptrend. And I'm okay with the risk being further away, right? Meaning like between the entry and my stop. They'll have like a 7, 10, 12 point stop. Perfect, right? I'm okay being with 30 points, 40 points. In NQ, this is ES. ES, my average stop, I don't trade it that much, but my average stop would be around 6.5, 7.5 points, which this is, you know, a perfect setup here. 75.23 to 75.16. What is that? 8 points. Perfect. But I wait for that additional confirmation because, again, I'm looking to trend follow, right? What am I looking for then now once I am in it? Now, I did not... in my own trading today, I did not take it in ES. I was looking at ES because of the strong location that it was coming into. I actually took NQ. And I was so confident in this that not only did I take it, I mean, I took it in every possible account that you can think of in the prop accounts, in my personal day trading accounts, and in my swing trading accounts. But I took that I mean, I'm leveraging, right? Now I'm talking experience here, like on the same idea that I had in ES. And this is a good insight here, that how I'm leveraging the location here. You guys are thinking, okay, this is a great location. Let me enter ES long. What I did is on my much larger swing trading account, I got long SOXL, right? Down here. I got long NQ on multiple accounts. And so I leveraged where ES was at, but I allocated my capital risk into the product or the vehicle that will pay me more for what I risk, right? For ES, nothing against ES, but when I trade NQ, I feel like I'm trading every semiconductor or AI company that's exploding right now, right? So from a risk manager that I am, where do I want to allocate my capital to? To the leading sector, right? And I have those leading names in my swing trading account. And so I want to trade NQ because I know I will make more over the longer period of time. When I risk 1, I can make 10 versus ES. I can risk 1 and I can make 4, I can make 5. You're still making money, but now you're adding an additional layer here of trade management, or I would even take it a step further and say portfolio management and say, hey, where is your capital best rewarded at? And that is in NQ. So I used the ES location per my trade plan, per location, per trend, everything that I talked about, right? I focused into ES, but I took it all in NQ. I took it in SOXL, which is a 3-time semiconductor index. And I was able to participate in this move. And it was my best trade location. I did try an earlier long around the 30K mark. But I took a minus 0.5 R, and then I said, okay, I'm going to wait. I'm going to see if ES can come down into that base support. It did. And the same approach I used is what I took for NQ. For NQ, I actually, because I was managing so many different accounts, I wanted an additional layer of confirmation. So what I did, instead of taking the entry, which would have been here at the last lower high, I took the break of this little wedging structure, which it might not make sense to you guys, but this is a very tight and aggressive wedging structure. So I took it here because I was risking, significantly more with my swing trading account. So because it was choppy, I'm adding an additional layer of risk management to say, okay, I'm not going to take the initial reversal. I'm instead going to take the wedging structure, because what the wedging structure shows is acceptance, meaning if we were able to hold right above the reversal entry, then I know buyers are stepping in, right? From where? From down here. And instead of price bouncing and then rejecting back down to lows, I am waiting to see if buyers step in again here at the next higher low and then push it higher. So that's pretty much what I took. My entry was at 925 today, and my stop was right below that higher low. So I'm gonna expand this.
Okay, so you made your stop tighter. You didn't make it to the previous lower low. You made it to the next rather kind of subtle higher low.
Yes. So I'm pretty much engaging at what I did, and it's all part of the trend structure. What I did here is I waited for price to bounce and then come back down to create its first higher low into the 9 MA, right? So what I'm using here now is I'm using an additional sort of trade criteria to say, if the higher low into the 9 MA holds against this reversal here, I now have more additional confirmation that we're going to see a higher high, higher low, higher high to break out and move away from that support area. So my entry was on the pullback to that 9 MA. I bought at 925 and I put my stop right under the higher low. And I did that for 2 reasons. 1, I wanted additional confirmation, but 2, it would allow me to manage my risk tighter. I had a 11-point or 10-point stop here versus having my entry here and here. This allowed me, now guys, just because it's a tighter stop, what a lot of traders in general do is they'll put on less size. But if you're so confident in the location because of everything that I've sort of shared, which I was, what do I then want to do? Well, if my risk is less and I'm a percentage-based trader, my sizing needs to go up significantly, right? If I'm risking let's say $1,000 here, and my spread is 50 points, but that means I can buy what? I'm not doing the math correctly here, but let's just say 10 micros, right? But in here, my risk is 20 points. Let's say 16 points, and that means I can afford 3 times my allocation, my risk, for the same dollar risk, right? If I'm risking $1,000 here and I risk $1,000 here, I can afford 3 times the contract size. So with that, I am now having 30 micros on, right? This is an example. I was significantly much higher, but I can now have 30 contracts on for the same risk.
So Chris, your leverage size is a function of risk and opportunity at the same time.
Yes, perfectly said. Yes, which I'm a big advocate for, because if you're not making the most in an environment where you thrive in, and then a location where you've identified as it's strong, then you just need more experience, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But I mean, I learned the hard way, right? I would see that I would miss out on a lot of money, and I still do, but little by little, these additional layers, because again, if the higher low after this reversal failed to hold, where do we go? I mean, this is a perfect example back here. You have your bounce, higher high, you pull back into the 90 MA, higher low. What happens? And fails, where do we go? Back to lows, right? So it's a very white and black sort of process. If this higher low fails, higher high, higher low into the 90 MA, this black period, black moving average, if it fails, where do we go? Back to lows. So it's a same, as what XY talks about. Like, this is an area where he knows sellers are trying, and if they win, we're going down to lows. I'm looking at it the same way, but through a different structure. So that's how I engaged there. But again, guys, it was all based off ES. Like, NQ was not at the location I wanted. NQ was it was right under the 29,980 area, which I did like. But if you guys know NQ a lot, you would know that NQ puts in a lot of failed breakdowns or failed breakouts, right? So I'm always sort of aware that, hey, we may be 100 points, 150 points below that, trigger a failed breakdown, which we did below this prior swing high, and we're bouncing right back up to what? Its next target, right? Which is scenario 2.1. So I'm aware that it has a big, strong failed breakdowns. But again, it was the location in ES, right? Going down from the 4-hour, what I talked to you guys about. What did the 4-hour do? The 4-hour came into this swing low area. We needed a bounce to seek a lower high, okay? Which we got it eventually, right? Now we're bouncing, right? Yeah. But we didn't know that in real time. But as I walk you through this process here, now we've confirmed the lower low, we've confirmed the lower high, and guess what? Now we're bouncing, and the same structure applies for tomorrow. If we can now have an hourly higher high, higher low, we can break out to new all-time highs. If it fails, what happens? We go back into a lower low, lower high, lower low, into support. And I have to follow the same structure until we break out of here, right? And it repeats over and over and over again. And that's how I create the trade plans. I'm literally doing a top to bottom process every morning for myself and the group to say, okay, what is the highest time frame on the daily doing? What is the 4-hour doing? I combine those and I say, okay, this is our hourly plan. This is what, it's not that I know what the market will do. It's just that I know how the market structure. I know what the next sequence should be, and how can I prepare myself for that? So, for example, if we take a look here at this this push here higher, let's see if we can see something on the 15-minute.
By the way, Chris, when you're looking at structure, when you go big to small, I mean, you're taking into account regular trading hours or the full extended trading hours? The
full extended hours, because, how the market moves doesn't have like it doesn't clock in and clock out. It's the sequence never ends. So if you are sort of saying, I'm not looking at the full RTH session, or I'm only looking at a certain section, session, then you're missing out the full picture, right, of how the market is moving and where you should be allocating capital to part of that sequence. For example, up here, we were at resistance, or this was notable resistance here at prior day high. And on the 15-minute, now I think this is overnight for me. Hopefully I'm asleep during this time. But on the 15-minute, you have a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, second higher high. And remember how I told you guys how there's 20% of the time there's like a third higher high, and that's usually the blow off top or like a fail breakout. Guess what? We put in a third and final high, and then guess what happens? The 9 MA trend ends, and we have a huge sell-off back to the bull bear zone. Now, it's not an exact hit, but that's a pretty big, sell-off. And you also had RSI divergence here to help you combine that the new highs are invalid, right? The same momentum behind the first highs are not there as we approach resistance. It was the same thing that I was talking about on the lower time frame. On the downtrend here, lower low, lower high, second lower low into a notable support area. Cool. So once I see that happening in real time, that's where you guys see me go down to the smaller time frame and say, this is where I'm looking to engage. I like this area. I don't get to go into all the specifics on why that area is important in the morning sessions, but I combine all of that in real time. And then I say, okay, I'm looking to execute it here. Once the downtrend is over, that's what you guys see me, I don't know if for you guys, it looks like I'm entering late, but to me, I'm just entering where I need to enter. Where the downtrend of lower low, lower highs ended, we put in the last lower high, and guess what? We reclaimed it. We had a little bit of chop, some consolidation, which again, look, it creates our wedging structure. Okay, this is a swing low, this is a higher low, your swing high, your lower high, and that's your wedging structure. So
and by waiting, you're basically waiting for confirmation, right? Waiting for confirmation at that lowest low.
Yes, because that's how I can manage risk, right? If I'm just buying a support level because I think it's support, how many of us have done that in the past where, this is a good support level, it's going to hold, and price just drops continued. And then, okay, well, did you manage your risk well there? No. Unless, of course, your order flow, cool, I can't tell you anything, but waiting for price structure to confirm that the trend has changed is, on the 2-minute here, is how I'm able to then, and something you guys see me do is ride these trends intraday forever, right? I'll hold in a better environment. I'll hold for another day or so, or 2 days. And it's literally me buying the low, and I'll be up 200, 300 points in NQ because I know what I was getting in at. I was getting in, like say, for example, at a 4-hour higher low, right? A pullback on the 4-hour into the 9 MA. So that means that I should see multiple 4-hour candles that eventually end up here. So in reality, what did I do? I'm a higher time frame trader, but I'm looking for the 2-minute to execute on, right? That's how I view myself. I'm not scalping on a 2-minute to make 1 hour or 2 hour. Like, I want to find a way to manage my risk on the smallest time frame in order to participate in the move into the highest time frame possible. That's why you guys see me say I'm taking some off at 6R, 8R, 10R. You're like, how are you getting so many R's? Because I'm actually a higher time frame trader, but I mask myself as this 2-minute trader. But you guys don't exactly see what I'm seeing. And some of the things you guys tell me, for example, is, I was long, but I moved my stop to break even and I got stopped out, right? And then you saw price go higher. Well, you got stopped out because it's normal to go through a consolidation as we sort of gain energy, like this higher wedging structure here, right? It's normal to go through a consolidation as long as your level is supported. What did ES do here? It had the low that I participated on, and then it came down and gave everybody a big old fell breakdown before the actual move happened, right? But again,
so that begs the question, Chris, real quick. So on the first entry here, the first low, you get in, and at a certain point, you're going to get out, right? You're going to take profit or get stopped out. In this case, you're going to take profit somewhere. How do you make that determination?
So I like to take partials around 1.5 to 2R. That way I can manage, I finance my risks, right? And I can then write it out. So what a lot of guys are doing is they're looking to close it out on the initial push, and then now they're waiting again. And maybe it works again on the next trade they take, or maybe they go through stops, or maybe they overtrade. A way for me to manage all of that, but also allow me to participate in the trend, is by not worrying so much on multiple trades and saying, I want to make $2,000, $3,000. It's, how do I make my money? I make my money on my buy. So my sizing is larger, not in the day trading account that I show you guys, but I tried, since I'm a percentage-based trader, my sizing, my money is made on the buy, meaning I will buy here. Okay. I'll take some off. Like this morning, I took some off here, and that paid for my trade. Now, again, I'm not trading ES, so I did not get stopped out on this, but I will take half off here, pay for my trade. So if I do get stopped out, guess what? I either made a little bit of money, or it was a scratch trade. But because
so when you take the partial, so Chris, when you take the partial, you're not changing your stop level. You're leaving it where it was.
Sometimes I do when it's choppy, but when it's a great location like this, I do not. I want to stay in it for the ride. At that point, I'm sort of thinking, okay, swing trading for the whole day. And in taking half off here, one, I paid for my trade, and in reality, what I'm doing is I have now the size that I want to sit through this and then participate in the bigger move. When, some traders are saying, I want to risk a little bit here, and if we get here, I'll take it off, and now I build up some capital to trade the rest of the day. I don't want to do that. I want to trade less. So I had to figure out that instead of risking, let's say $500 per trade and making 4 or 5 trades to meet my $2,000 risk sort of, max per day, I'm risking $2,000 here versus 500. I'm taking half off here. I've already made, a good chunk. And then I can sit through this, not have to trade anymore, because my entry is where I made my money, right? And if I'm wrong here. If I like the location still, I'll look to engage here again. But that's a little bit on how I manage my trading, my position size. I'm a very location-based trader, because again, if I can find a good low like I did here today, I can then sit through this and go where? Well, eventually, if we are in a crazy bullish uptrend like we are in the last 2 months, we should see, in my opinion, all-time highs, right? So I'm trading towards that direction for the next 2 days, unless we break lower, form acceptance, have confirmation that buyers are failing to push price higher, and then we go lower.
Awesome. We still have a few minutes, Chris. Couple questions so you can catch your breath. So by the way, Trader Mike Z had a great comment. He said, "This is a great reminder for me to trade with the direction of the MA slope, and also to improve the precision of my entries." So that's a great observation, Trader Mike. Thank you. Liquidity sweeps. You get you get stopped out, right? That's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah,
for sure.
You're using prior day highs or lows for levels. I'm using the full session. Look, guys, I know that the order flow guys don't like my answer here, which is fine. But really, where was the prior day low? At the prior day, right? It's not a part of the prior day. It's the prior day low. If you're following trend structure, you have to follow that, because that is literally the low of the prior day, or the prior week high, prior week low. Like it, again, for me and what I do, okay, it doesn't have to work like that for all you guys, but because look, guys, if the prior day low holds, then what do we get? Instead of seeing this swing high, swing low, and then another swing high attempt, we now start a downtrend of lower low, lower high against this consolidation. So think about the impact of that, right? That's going to change the daily structure, and we're going to see now a change in character. So what does the market need to do? It needs to fail at making a new low, and that's exactly what we saw today. It failed to produce new lows from here. It's still respecting that level. That means at the moment, there's no change in character. And if you're bearish, you are choosing to go against what the market is telling you, which is, hey, we respected this level. We're going to continue to hold this. And if this holds, then we can see higher highs, higher lows into June, right? Unless we come back down here again. And then at that point say, yes, we are now in a lower low, lower high downtrend from that consolidation. Does that make sense?
Totally does. And so, I mean, support and resistance levels are sometimes in the eyes of the beholder, right? But when you're
Yeah.
talking about prior day lows, prior day highs, maybe you're looking at a Jax level on the options or a high vol level or something like that. But at the end of the day, you have these areas of interest, and a lot of times these areas of interest kind of collide into each other and are at the same level. At that point, does that make it all the more important?
Oh yeah, I mean today was an A plus. Like you had prior day low, you have a little bit under from the weekly open, you have prior week high a little bit higher, but again, the significance of losing this gap low, you're gonna get a big move lower to close that gap, and that again changes the structure now to a lower low, lower high. So, when you see the three things stacked together side to side, yeah, that creates a really strong location, and that's why I was confident. I mean, I can still lose if I'm confident in a trade, but I was long on every account possible, right? I decided to risk that amount in order to make them, what I could possibly make.
Yeah, exactly. It's if you could comment on, so you have the 20 period cloud, right? Sometimes it's above price, sometimes it's below price. Does that come into your thought process on looking for longs or shorts?
Depends on the time frame. Like in here, I was long here, but we were still below the 20 EMA cloud.
Yeah.
When we're in a defined range like this, I know that price has a higher probability of not respecting that. Or if we do, we still get through it. For example, we did bounce here and we rejected from this cloud, but eventually worked our way back up. So there's more of that happening. I mean, same thing here. We moved down to the lower end of the cloud, bounced, and then failed again, right? Price tends to disrespect or just not respect that cloud area in ranges. And that's pretty much all that's happening here. If we are, I will say that if we are below my daily trend filter, which is the daily 9MA, then yes, most of the time a bounce to here will hold and push price to new lower lows. But we're above the daily 9MA. It's a defined uptrend, right? Like the dailies where most of traders, day traders, swing traders, long-term traders are focused on, and that has more eyes. So that holds more weight for me than those lower time frame here.
Totally got it. Few more minutes left, folks. Any last second questions, pop them in here. Christian will pick them off. If I miss something, let me know. Just type it in again. Don't be shy. My feelings won't be hurt. Tom asks, what are your three main points of confluence you want to see? High TF level, 9 EMA, respect, and a higher low.
The higher low can come later in time. So as far as confluence levels, I want to see a trend completion. So I highlighted that we were seeing a lower low, lower high, second lower low, right? Where I'd say we usually end the downtrend. So if we're combining trend structure and then support, that's huge. Not only that, but you also had, the zones. I have the zones indicator here, but that's support. Then you have prior day low. So you have a lot of supporting indicators there at the same time as the trend is completing on both the 15-minute and the 5-minute. So that's huge right there, right? The market is telling you it is completing the downtrend and into support. Because what else needs to happen from here is you can't possibly have a new trend start when you're already ending the downtrend, right? Meaning you can't have a new lower low, lower high, lower low when you're already completing the downtrend into that support area. This kind of sequence doesn't exist. Like to have 4 or 5 consistent lower lows, it doesn't exist. You may see a downtrend and think we are that, but in alignment with the 9MA, it doesn't exist. In uptrends, in very aggressive, like 2020 type markets, we will see a fourth higher high work. but in downtrends, it doesn't work. So I have a lot of confidence to engage in an area when we're into the second lower low in a downtrend into a strong support area.
Awesome. Last question from two questions. Last one, I got two questions though. So second to last, how do you monitor so many tickets in multiple timeframes?
It's easy for me now. Just because I've looked at this for 16 years, this is literally, I eat and breathe this. I literally have one monitor on ES or NQ futures, and then I have two more on stocks and swings, and I'm just cycling through them. I already have a list of what stocks I want to buy, where I want to buy them in perfect alignment with this trend structure. For example, I bought Meta today, and look at the structure that it was in, guys. I actually bought it twice recently. I bought this downtrend attempt, meaning lower low, lower high, lower low. We bounced, rejected, tried making a new lower low, but that same day we bounced into the 9 MA, right here. So that was my first buy when we reclaimed that lower high. So it's the same thing as I'm doing on day trades. And we then broke out of a wedge today. So I added to my position through the two setups that I'm talking about, right? Based on trend structure.
Yeah.
The lower high reclaim here. And then today at 612, when we were breaking out of this wedge. Now, did I know news was going to happen? I did not know that. I just know we're at support similar to ES of a big base. And similar to my ES comments, where can Meta now move to? Well, to the top of this range, right? So when I approach it like that, it's not really hard. I know what I need to do, and I'm just executing. I'm no longer in the learning phase. I'm just executing my job, and that's to be in the right names at the right times based on trend structure. Really,
awesome.
really simple.
Fantastic. What a great session. Chris, how do folks find you outside of NinjaTrader Live?
I only have an X account. You can find me there. It was a question about a group. I do have a Discord group. I do not trade live, meaning I only stream on here on Ninja. You're more welcome to send me a message and I can share more about it. I share all of this. I have a large educational library where I break down the market structure through different timeframes. I do my best at providing 2 videos a week on a trade review for the day's action, plus our swing trading, our day trades, the IB strategy trades, a lot in there.
Awesome. What a great event. What a great hour. Thank you for spending so much of your time with us. Chris not only let us peek behind the curtain, he walked us back and gave us a tour. Super awesome. I think we should do this again maybe sometime soon. What do you guys think? I think so. In any event, Chris, thanks again. Appreciate you for sure. We will keep the sessions coming. This is the second episode of Develop Your Edge. There'll be many, many more following this. Christian, thank you so much for your time. Look forward to talking to you again soon.
Of course, Jim. Later, guys. You guys have a good day.
All right, everybody. Good night.